towards the lane and gave him a potion, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. Oh, Messor. That's Messor's turn.
Metzor gave him
Messor gave him a right. And I guess first round for Claudius, he casted the Force Cage on the Baylor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he did
Okay.
that. He did Force Cage.
Okay, and Cynthia, I remember she tried to cast what's that? The level 2 spell on Riviana, and I don't think it worked. I don't think the blind effect took effect.
Oh, it was Glitter Dust.
Glitter Dust, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it was.
Let's see.
And let's see. I remember the Ravana was just incoherently babbling shit because it couldn't. It's confused. The Baylor's banging on the Force Cage, like angrily, like I can't get out of this. And messed with that, and the drama. I remember she moved over towards the casters and hovered there. I think she readied an action to basically attack anybody that's going for the casters. Back to round 2. So we're back with Claudius.
Did that creature that I have magic? Let me see. Did I roll a knowledge check on that angel? Well, that angel-looking creature. I mean, it's not an angel. But...
An angel, the angel hunter.
right. Did I have like magic
Slayer?
resistance?
Yeah. I think I did mention it has spell resistance. Yeah.
Spell resistance, right?
I'm always forgetting how tall the floors are. I think they're 20 feet each. Oh, I just go back to the Skullrot. There we go. Yeah, 20 feet high. Okay. That's what I figured.
All right. So for this round, Claudius is gonna cast. He's gonna use traces of rapid casting, 1 charge. So and then he's gonna cast True Strike, level 1 spell.
Okay, rapid casting.
He has 2 of them prepared, so.
Casting True Strike with the rapid casting. That lets him cast this.
And then he's gonna
The hell? Where's my shit cutting out? Oh my fucking god. Oh, you fucking kidding me with this shit.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my fucking connection decided to go out for like a second. I'm like, really? Oh my fucking god.
All right. So yeah. So Claudius basically used the bracelets of rapid casting, one charge, to rapid cast a level 1 spell, True Strike. So that would be like a swift action, a level 1 spell, True Strike, and then for a standard action. So that would be like a swift action. He's gonna cast Orb of Cold on the Rivana.
All right.
So I think Claudia's current range touch attack is plus 13. I think, right? Normal. I think, right?
I'm gonna check.
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 I have here plus 14 actually. Plus 14 I have. 8 base attack plus 16 for the dex. Is that correct? Plus 14?
Which true? Okay, hold on. True strike.
And well, True Strike will be another plus
And
point.
Orb of Cold is being casted from your wizard. Right? Yeah. Which I think the cast level is.
Will that plus one from haste? Will plus 1 from haste count for a range touch attack or no?
Now you have your dex is 6 plus your base attack. So plus 3 is plus 14.
Plus 14, right?
And we add in
Plus 20.
not the bless. I think you got
Hero's Feast.
Yeah, Hero's Feast is still on for you, right? So yeah, that's a plus 1 morale bonus. So yeah, so then it would be plus 15 to the touch attack.
Okay, I don't think haste will count for magical spells, right?
Haste gives plus 1 to attack. So yeah, it'll work for it. Well, because you're making a ranged attack. You're making an attack roll. So yeah, you get a plus 1.
Yeah, making an attack roll, right?
You get a plus 1 from the haste also.
Plus 16.
So plus 16. And then with the true strike, that's gonna be plus 36. Yeah.
Okay. That should hit hopefully. At any penalty. So the range. Touch attack. I don't even think that's what I was gonna do. But I just I forgot what I was gonna do last time for round 2, but at least it has to add a potential added effect that it might blind me. But 1d20. 36. The fuck? A 1? Did he miss?
Oh, you got a natural 1. D.
Hold on a second, man. Wow, okay, never mind. Well, let me read what freaking True Strike does.
Damn, hold on. I know in this situation, Watson's like, Watson would probably be like, no. You put a lot of work into that spell, so let's not waste it. So he'll probably, I could see Matt wanting to do an alter fortune in this instance.
Okay. All right. It's crazy, damn.
Alter fortune. That's going to use up. It's got 7 diamonds left to cast it. I'm pretty sure. Of course, he has it prepared. Popping a can of brewski. What's that?
No, brewski.
Risky? Zinal's ready?
Ready to get down. We're ready to get down.
Oh. I gotta take the opposite. I need to grab my latte that's in the fucking. Fuck, come on. Cynthia, where's your shit? Okay, there's her prepared spells. So she's got. I know she's got Alta Fortune.
That means I
Knowing,
can re-roll, right?
knowing Watson, he's gonna be like.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she's using any action points, so he's probably gonna want to use her action point.
Re-roll that shit.
So.
Shit, a 2? Are you serious?
She does Alta Fortune.
At least it's not a 1, but.
Right. 2 plus 36, 38 touch. It hits. So yeah, she altered fate.
I thought it was gonna be another 1 again. It's like, well, it was meant to be.
I'm like, all right, guys, it's time to kind of call it a wrap. We're done. 2
Right.
ones in a row. We're done. We're done, guys.
That's why Claudius tries to avoid attack rolls. I'm just gonna go to freaking, save or lose.
Antonio's like, all right, game over, session's over. We'll play next week.
Claudius gotta stick to like freaking like fog spells and shit like that, Wall of Stones, where there's no freaking roll. I let everybody else roll. I think freaking rolling low. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to stupid Tiger, I guess. Do something else. I hate you say right. Then roll down.
Roll spell resistance check.
That's all cold, so it should bypass that.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's an orbital cold.
Yeah, so I'll roll damage and then
this guy makes sure his conjurations are like, is there spell resistance?
Conjuration. And also save versus fortitude or be blinded for 1 round.
Yeah, I see. To 40. So is the DC staying at the base?
I'll roll this. Man, I don't know if I should roll the DC. I've been rolling all these lows, man. What the hell? Look at all these ones. Anyway, that's why Claudia's not a damage either. Sucks at that shit. They're rolling 56, like 30 points of damage. Right? Anyway, I did it more for the additional effect. Hopefully, I could get them blinded for 1 round. I'll roll. Screw it. There's no way I'm gonna roll a 1 or a 2 again. Gamble that shit.
Okay.
1d20 plus. It's a conjuration spell, so it's plus 1 spell focus. So it should be plus what? Let's see.
Definitely does not have any resistance to that, and not to cold. So it will take. It'll roll its fortitude.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it. Screw it.
Oh, you're gonna roll it? Okay.
Yeah, so it's plus. Let's see. Plus.
A lot of fucking plus. Conjuration also.
I think it's plus 15, right? 1d20 plus 15.
Yeah, I think I did list it down on the sheet. It should say.
Spell
DC plus 11 to the modifier. Then it's a 4th level spell, so plus 15. Okay. Yeah, for conjuration plus 15.
And then spell focus as well. That's plus 15, right?
That's with the spell focus added in.
Yeah,
also.
10 intelligence, 1 spell focus plus 4 because of the spell level. All right. Damn. Base DC pretty much.
It's the base.
All right,
it's the base.
Oh no,
yeah, it takes half. It takes half of that, so that should be the 18.
Right. And the tiger, the one that's on the first floor. I think this one jumped down here. I'm gonna have him,
yeah, that's right.
Let me know if he has enough movement to climb back up the stairs. Also, yeah.
What is the speed? It's gonna double move. Let me check.
And this one, the fiendish dire tiger. I'm gonna try and have him move
40
on this
feet, so 80 feet as a double move. Cause it's gotta squeeze its way kind of up the stairs. Yeah, it won't get to the top in this round, but it'll reach up. With another move action, it'll get back onto this onto the floor.
For this one, I'm gonna this creature over here, the Riviani, is it flying or it's in the ground? It's in the ground.
Standing on the ground.
Or I'm gonna have this dude. And how high is it? Like how high is the
ceilings are like 20 feet.
20 feet. Alright, so I'm gonna give some space for I don't care if it provokes the type of opportunity. I'm gonna have him move over here. Or leap over him if he has to. The tiger? That way so we can get flanking bonus for Messor and Valena.
It's got a standing jump.
You can't use bull rush him?
Oh, you could do that. It could try to bull rush.
But then again, if it bull rush, it's gonna push him backwards.
It'll push him backwards. It could oh, you're thinking of overrun.
Overrun, yeah, that's what I meant.
Overrun.
Yeah.
Alright. So if we're gonna overrun.
Or if not, if that's a likelihood of failing, I could just have him move a little bit to the left there. Like here, I guess. Because I think the Layton is going to be able to move up pretty soon. Well, I think I'm going to have to see the tiger.
Not a large animal, it's a huge animal.
Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have him move action, move here. I can have him ready in action, right? The tiger?
Yeah, you can, like, it can ready in action.
Alright, so it's going to move.
If you're directing it, whatever you tell it to do is going to do its best to take those actions.
Right. So it's going to move there, correct? With the anticipation that Messor and Valena are going to move up. If the trigger action is, if the Riviana, whatever, if this creature tries to like fly outwards or move over here, they'll try to block his movement and just move again. That makes sense?
Okay, I get what you're saying. The minute it sees it moving, it's just gonna like, okay.
Try to block it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come to.
It'll just take a move action to like stand in its way. All right.
Yeah.
Forcing it to have to make like an acrobatics check to get by.
It's almost like a barrier, like a moving wall. Yeah, it's like right. It'll just move there. Try to prevent them from right. Or acrobatics check. So yeah. All right, it's done. All is done.
All right, so we got Valena, who will standard action drink. Standard action drink a potion, leaving him with a move and a swift. Let me check. Valena's in all his buffs. He's got that. He's got okay, that stays on. That wall. That's still. His shield spikes. So his shield spikes are. He's got an intelligent shield.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a. Because Cynthia used her divine magic to make his shield intelligent. It's got a average intelligence, wisdom, all 10 at scores of 10. It's a lawful good shield. Can communicate with speech. Basically cheering everybody on. Let's go. We can win the day.
Cynthia just used
some fucking heavenly voice coming out of the shield. Like, what the fuck?
She used Big Mama's ability, the soul, Golem fruit, whatever.
Oh yeah, the soul.
Gave a part of her soul to the shield. Now I can talk.
That's basically what it is, for real. Mama. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he needs a cloud now, Zeus and Prometheus. That sword, Napoleon. That character's so cool, Big Mom.
Yo, for real. She got that intimidation, yo. She come on screen. You're just sitting there thinking like, yo, this is crazy.
Go motherly, but freaking everybody.
What the fuck she gonna do next? Big Mom. He's got refuge, renewal pack, purified sacred item. What else does he have on him? I feel like it's something he has on, and I'm not thinking. I don't think he can. Could he use Knight's Challenge? I could see him probably.
He could like start getting in position because Messor next round is gonna start attacking, so you might want to get in position for like Messor to like get next to him. Yeah, because Messor next go is gonna go up melee range, so you probably want to move up there.
Yeah, that's true.
And he got haste, it's flying speed. So
swift action, challenging, test of metal. I can see him do test of metal to see if it's a swift action. Yeah. I see him trying to do test meta, hoping the Ravana would like fail, and then start like, and it would focus on him as opposed to the casters. I really don't see anything else that he could use. Daunting challenge is just for. That's just for shaking creatures. Call to battle. Blood. It's for breaking. Okay, so I'll have him do test metal. So DC 4. He's got a bunch left. Still got
world-class master ascent.
11 uses of it.
Alright,
I'm gonna roll with the Founder's Will. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 2. I was like, a 2, and then it went to 18.
You watch One Piece, Antonio?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't started it yet. Like I plan to, but like that's a whole job, my guy.
Hey! I hope this ain't.
I was gonna say Sino's Jasso.
I hope this ain't coming from somebody who watched like 600 episodes of Naruto now, or...
Don't even. Hey, no, wait a minute. I watched it as it came out. Okay.
Stop it! How many episodes of Bleach?
Damn, that's a good one.
Now, when you dig, hold on, one more. I got one more. When you jumped on Dragon Ball Z, did you start from Dragon Ball?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, that's like another 300. You can do
It was so bad, but I was like a teenager then, so like, I ain't got that
okay,
time
no, well,
now.
here's the. No, if you dedicate like one episode a day, yeah, okay, 1,000 days from now, you could you'll
thank you.
Okay, but check it. The episodes really aren't that long because the
intro, like
the intro and the outro alone is like probably a third of the fucking episode.
I think it's like, I don't think I'm even lying, Louis.
Nah, they're like
16,
it really.
16 minutes per episode.
It's usually between like 16 to 18 minutes an episode.
The first 5-6 minutes is stupid intro, and then like the last 3 minutes.
Well, because here's what Toei Animation, they've made it so that One Piece is like their only anime where like they truncate their episodes as small as possible so that it matches with the manga, because they don't want to catch up to the manga too fast.
Oh, they're like a year.
So like that's why like every episode is like a chapter from the manga. Whereas if they were to do their episodes like other like the other anime series, usually it's like an episode would cover like almost 2 chapters, sometimes even 2.5. So yeah, that's the good thing. You know, you don't got to worry about fillers.
Say, like, me devoting time to Marvel. I'm like, damn, you got me there. You got me
that
there.
Too. But anyway, I'll name it all. But actually nah.
I was gonna say the Sino is Jasso from Shanks Crew.
If you do, if you do like, I don't know, 3 episodes, 2 to 3 episodes a night. I mean, you only what's that? It's not really a full 30 or 20. It's not even 20 minutes. It's literally like 35 minutes.
Once you get hooked, you're not really gonna be watching 2-3 episodes a night. You gotta be I want to watch like 8.
Yeah, that's true. That's not. That's true. That's not
a good idea.
Right. That's not counting. That's not counting the nights where you're like, you know what? I feel like binging tonight One Piece, and next thing you know, you watched like 15 that night because that's just how it is, and that's how I think
a lot of world.
I think when I first watched through it, man, I had to have been going hard. I had been going like maybe 15, at least an average 15 a night. And then now get this. I've been through the whole series 3 times already.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
wait, hold up. And I'm on my 4th time right now.
Why?
I'm on my 4th time, and we're on episode 100 and I think 120.
Oh wow, Louis!
That's Stockholm syndrome.
But he's watching it with some other people though.
It's
Probably like
that
kids.
fucking good. That's
You
all I
could be
gotta say.
watching
You know what,
literal
Louis?
bus
It's
If
drivers.
I were to
that.
start watching it again, it'll be like new because they've been like.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you watch it with people who haven't seen it, it's fun all over again.
Because my son
All over again.
started watching. I think like he's been kind of slow on that crap. He started like 2 years ago. He's only like now like on that. He started watching it again this summer. I think he just got past Water 7 and Ennis Law. He's in Thrillers Bark. But
Oh, he's on Thrillers Bark, so he's like
he's
halfway
in
there.
Thrillers Bark. Yeah, but he's been like taking him like more than a year. All right, go summer. But he can't do like too much for like at the same time.
Right, yeah.
But when he was in Scapia earlier this year, I actually started watching that arc again. I'm like, oh crap, a lot of stuff like I forgot about, and it was like a refresher.
Oh hell yeah, that's another reason.
And then not only that, well, what's happening now? This guy
and the same jokes are still funny. Still funny. The fourth time through, I'm still laughing my ass off. Like
this guy's is a master at leaking shit from his past work. Skypiea arc he worked on like I literally like I think it was like 18 years ago, and he's still linking shit from back then.
Oh hell yeah,
now.
For real.
You know the bone glyph from there. It's like
this guy.
He's all epic. Like
listen. There is no manga writer in the past and now, and I don't know when in the future there will ever be a manga writer as good as Oda. Ever.
Yeah, I can't
fathom anybody being better than Oda. Maybe equaling him, but that's still a tough fucking thing to pull off.
My son was on that. Can I just like read the manga for like because I guess like he's not feeling Thriller's Bark. What is called that? Is that the arc? Yeah.
But with okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, Dad, is there like a like somebody like just made the whole chapter like a movie, just see it, or can I just start reading the manga because I read a lot quicker. I'm like, man, just if you watch it.
I mean, yeah, those are fucking.
If we want to read the manga, go for it. The manga's good too. You know,
I like the series. I like the series.
Yeah.
It brings the characters to life, and then on top of that, on top of that, they make you get far better quality fight scenes in the anime than you do in the manga.
Louis, you know what I watched last week? I don't want to detract too much from the session. Last week, I started because to me this is like one of the best like arcs in One Piece.
Oh, Wano?
Well, Wano too, but Wano's not done yet, right?
Oh yeah.
But YouTube, I love YouTube. I looked up. Hold on a sec. I'm sure somebody made this in freaking YouTube. I looked up the Marineford arc, and there you have it. Some Marineford. You know, like when Luffy, you know, the ace.
You talking about Impel? You talking about Impel Down?
The Marineford arc. Yeah, no, after
the
Paramount War.
The Paramount War. Okay.
Yeah, so I looked up the Paramount War. You know, like, and lo and behold, somebody actually like made like a almost 2-hour video.
Oh, they spliced it all together?
They spliced it all together, bro. I saw a movie. It's like I was just watching like a movie. I saw the whole.
And you know what?
I saw like and it took away all the intros and like the ending. It's almost like somebody spliced it together like a movie.
Well, I get what. Yeah,
that shit was
I get what you're saying. I gotta check that out.
It is. It's cool. So oh man, this went right.
And you know what? Honest, I also One Piece. I don't think anybody's gonna be. I don't know who's gonna top it, but One Piece has it has to have the record for like the longest shonen battle in the fucking world, because when you know what fight I'm talking about, fucking Katakuri.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna spoil nothing to me.
No, I know. I'm just letting you. I don't want to spoil with Antonio, but Katakuri.
Yep.
Bro, I tried to. I went on YouTube to like see like an edited version of that fight. It's like it was like a whole episode. It was like 20-30 minutes long. I was like,
Antonio, like him fighting.
That fight was insane. I'm like, these niggas are still
like 3 or 4 months of real life for them to like animate that. Like 3 or 4 months.
It was godlike though. It was godlike. I was like,
you know, obviously
it's always
godlike. So it's not like every day.
Anyway. No, I think when I first watched it, I watched enough of it to catch up to Matt, and I don't even know what arc we were on. I'm trying to remember when I started watching it together with Matt. I think it was was it Shabondi? It might have been Shabondi. I think it was the Shabondi arc. It was when I caught up to Matt, and then we started watching. But then, like, I rewatched it a second time from there, so that was already like in 400 episodes in or whatever. I rewatched it from the beginning a second time because my ex, she started on it, so I rewatched it with her.
You watched it with her, yeah.
And then when we caught up to where me and Matt were at, all three of us were watching it, and I think we watched it all the way up to the Paramount War. Well, it might have been even after all the way up to Punk Hazard actually. Punk Hazard, and I think it was about to it got to Dressrosa. It got to it got to like the beginnings of Dressrosa, and that was when she stopped watching it, and then I had paused for a while, and then Matt and everybody else kept going, and then after the divorce, and me and Carrie were going out, I got her into anime, so we're watching anime, and then we're watching the really good anime, the shorter ones. I think we did Death Note first, and then I got her into Full Metal Alchemist. Like we were doing the really good, but short, sweet, simple ones. And then I think we watched a couple of more, and then I was like, well, what do you want to watch next? And I gave her a list. I was like, probably should avoid I mean, not avoid, but I was explaining to her, some of them, and she really, really was interested in one. She's like, listen, I'll try One Piece. I was like, you want to do One Piece? Sure. I was wanting to do Dragon Ball before we did One Piece, but okay. So I watched that was my third time watching One Piece from the beginning, and then I think we watched it all the way up to after Dressrosa. And so I think after Dressrosa, I think a little bit past Dressrosa, then that was when we caught up to everybody else. And now I'm on my fourth run because watching it with the kids. Because I think I was waiting for my son Xavier to I needed to know how well he could read. I'm like, because Daddy's not doing dubs. So.
Oh my God!
Hey, you know what? Thinking of which, my oldest son, that's how he got very good at reading. We used to watch anime,
Yep.
So he's reading from the TV. At first,
I said,
what it says there. I'm like,
I said no. I can't. There's maybe 2 anime in the entire world that I was cool with the dubs, and it was Dragon Ball, and that's because I grew up on it. And plus, I think the actors really put their heart into that one. And I think I watched Trigun in dub. And that was it. Everything else in dub after that just sounds like shit to me. I can't. It just doesn't. Luffy, the English voice actor for Luffy, I can't. He sounds like a 10-year-old that's trying to that's constipating constantly. I can't fucking listen to that shit. So so like a 10-year-old constipating that's losing his voice when he talks. I'm like, no, not happening. Listen to the other characters. First of all, if I can't take the main character, that's just a no right there. But I'm listening to the other characters. I'm like, nope, not that one. That's okay. I think Naruto was the same way. I was like, nope, can't listen. I think the only good voiceover I've heard in Naruto was whoever did the voiceover for Madara in fucking the English stuff for Madara. That one was I like that one. That was good. But other than that, no, not listen to anybody else. So I had to make sure Xavier was could read quick enough. So I was like, all right, you're 2nd grade now. Let's read this for me. So he starts reading. This kid's reading like he's in fucking 5th or 6th grade. I was like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you so you can read. Okay, so
nice. Oh, he's in 2nd grade now?
Xavier, yeah.
Nice.
So we did Demon Slayer first. I was like, all right, we're gonna do a test run. We're gonna watch all of Demon Slayer, and so we're watching it. He's cool. He's cool with reading, and he's 7. He's 7, about to turn 8, and I was like, good. We could watch these in subs. Great, everybody, the whole family. All right, on to One Piece, and we're almost done with the Alubana arc. The
Alibasta?
Alabasta, yeah. It's spelled Alubana in the main, but it's Alabasta. Yeah, that I don't know what the spelling is, but
I started reading. I started reading some of the manga for One Piece, right? And I noticed that for Zoro, they spell it Solo.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? I thought at first it was like a mistranslation, but it's like what they refer in the manga. And I don't know why everyone that refers to him is
It
no spoiler.
says yeah. They say it's spelled it's spelled Zolo, but when they pronounce it, because Japanese people have a really hard time pronouncing the L, and the L's come out as R's, so like it sounds like Zoro.
To me, it's gonna be Zoro. When I see that misspelling, my mind's Zoro.
I think it was a I gotta look it up, but the news is that I don't know how true this is. I haven't looked it up yet, but it was originally spelled Zorro, like Zoro, but I think there might have been like a copyright issue because it was too close to Zorro. Yeah, and
okay. It's possible because I used to
so
read.
they switched the R out with an L because when they pronounce Zolo, it's gonna sound like Zorro anyway, but it's gonna be spelled.
I think you're right, Lewis. I'm gonna look up the old chapters because I used to read. At one point, I did started reading One Piece from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I got all the way up to until like the beginning of like the Wano arc, sort of like in the beginning, and then from there on, I never like read the manga again until it's been like more than a year and a half. So now since they got the One Piece red film and all that, I'm like, you know what, crap is gonna get spoiled. And then after seeing this Saturday's episode, I just got impatient. I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm just gonna read the manga. So like ever since then, I noticed that Zoro is spelled with a L.
With a L, yeah.
Well, but before I don't remember that standing out. I know that I would have been like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You might be right. Because I didn't go back to the beginning of the one arc to read them.
That's what I read. That's what
I just left off, Lewis, from where I saw the manga. The Saturday episode. And bro, it took me like I think I spent like 2 days. It was like a good like 50, 60, like a good 50 chapters.
For real, I think that was
good. I don't care. I'm caught up now. I'm caught up, but I'm done. All I'm gonna say is that I'm done with the Wano arc at least.
Yeah, I know Wano arc just ended. I know.
And they're like bro. And like looking at them, and I'm oh shit, there's the same chapter I'm reading that I just saw this Saturday. Like oh, okay. I think we're like a good. The animation is like almost like a year from now. I'm like what? Like I thought it was
another year.
Yeah, I think that.
Well, if it's a chapter per episode. See, I don't know how many chapters it is from the anime now to the end of Wano.
In the manga, the Wano arc is currently done because you already know that.
Well, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the current Wano arc animated, it probably won't be done at the pace that they're going. It probably won't be done until like June.
The only reason I know it ended is because it was a fucking spoiler. They were like, "Oh, here's the new emperor." Here's the new emperors. I was like, "What? No!"
Right. It's like spoilers popping up and right. So Lewis, I'm like, you know what?
Fucking God.
Because I'm the type of person, even though I read the manga, I'm still gonna enjoy the anime. I'm still looking forward to see how it looks animated because it's black and white.
And it was another spoiler I saw because One Piece shit pops up.
Lewis, just read the damn manga, man.
And then something popped up with Luffy, and I was like, I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but I didn't want to see it.
Right.
And I fucking saw it. And I was like, but I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it animated though. I'll tell you that.
Right. I already know what you're talking about, and I bet.
I was so mad.
I haven't seen the red film yet, but I think
I heard
kind of allude to that also, or they show that. So it's like, you know what? Before I go,
I heard that too. Yeah.
Let me freaking just catch up.
Although you don't really have to watch Red because it's. So here's the thing about the films. None of the films are canon.
I know they're not canon.
But what Oda does is like a few of the things in the film.
I just want to see how OP.
A few of the things in the film it is canon to the story. So like the whole film of One Piece Red, right? None of that actually happens. But in the real story, in the manga story, Shanks actually does have a daughter.
Got it.
So like they carried that aspect in the film. They carried that into the manga, but that's just an example. But like all the films are like that. So like
another example to build on that, like Strong World that came out like more than 10, 15 years
ago. Yeah, same thing with Strong World.
Same thing. Shiki, all that happened there. Okay, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but they did mention
Shiki
him.
Is a canon.
He is a canon character.
He lived during Gold Roger era. He actually is.
And he actually was the first to escape. Yeah, like they mentioned all that.
Basically, Son Goku and like what happened in Strong World were they looted.
Yeah,
it's actually true. Like Sengoku in the past and what's his name?
Garp.
They actually had a duel that guy. So it's like, oh shit. If you need to Sengoku and Garp, you know this dude was OP as hell. Even though Strong World didn't really happen, but Shiki is a character from Strong World, but it's a character that is actually canon. But they just allude to it, like, oh, he existed during Gold Rogers era and shit.
Right. But anyway,
I just want to see Lewis because Shank never has gotten really much like.
Oh no.
Yeah, like less than 5 minutes.
They hiding him. They gonna save him.
Like 25 years.
They're gonna save him.
Years, only has 10 minutes.
They're gonna save his shit for the end of the fucking series. Is what they're gonna.
They've always been eluding. Oh no, she's the top Yonko, the top crew. Nobody has a devil fruit in that crew. They get so OP with Hoppy. And I want to see this film to see how freaking OP that crew is, because I know they are. And that's why they have Jasop, aka Sino there. I'm sure Jasop has got the world's most deadliest freaking sniper.
He say Jasop, aka
So, I'm telling you, man, that's Sino in the One Piece verse. I'm looking forward to seeing Jasop, how broken he is when I see this film.
Anyway, point is, Antonio, you started. You're gonna have a fun, non-stop fucking ride. It's literally gonna be.
Oh, me and Lewis could talk to you about One Piece forever. If you start watching them, no matter what arc you are, even like in the beginning, I'm always excited to talk about One Piece.
It's gonna get to yeah. I mean, you'll start. It's gonna get to the point where you're gonna be like, "Fuck, I need to know what happens next," and you click next episode. Like, fuck. Do I want to? Do I really need sleep? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Antonio. Don't start. Then you'll be like, it's gonna be hard to do 2-3 episodes per night. Nope, not happening. You're gonna be like losing sleep.
Like, you know what?
Sleeping 3 hours a night.
I could do 7. I'll stop at 7. Next thing you know, you're on 12, and you're like, all right, I need to get the fucking bed.
All right, it's bedtime now.
I got into One Piece at a good time. That's when I was like an undergrad, so it's like I had a lot of free time. Especially when when school was out, I was just working. I'm like, oh, because I started watching it. Like,
I take little breaks. I take little breaks. Like me and Carrie will take little breaks because an episode goes so fucking fast. Like here comes next week, we watch an episode, it's done. It's like that's it. Fuck, I gotta wait another 7 days. So like. We'll take little breaks and we'll watch like other shit. Like right now, I have like I think I have like 12 One Piece episodes racked up.
Lewis is like,
so I have not seen. Yeah, I haven't seen the last 12 episodes. But so we've been watching other anime in the meantime and just racking up on One Piece.
Okay. Oh well, it's not spoiler. One Piece rarely has fillers.
Yeah.
The last one, they're back on the one arc again.
Oh yeah, they did 2 episodes to like cover
they did 3 actually. They did like 3 fillers
to promo the movie, right? Yeah.
The movie, right.
They were like promo episodes, yeah.
Yeah. So people like, Shank. People just joking around on forums and reading, oh, they just made Shank in make an appearance so he could promo his own film.
Pretty much what they did. That's right,
savage, man. And it's true. They're always like teasing that motherfucker. Less than 10 minutes in 25 years. And I'm tired. I want to see how freaking OP this guy is. I haven't seen the movie, but I know for a fact, they're going to show his freaking crazy hockey. All right? I want to see it, Lewis. I want to see I need like a gauge. We know how strong
I know.
he is.
Yeah, for real.
And they kind of like teased us like how powerful like Gold Roger is, But I want to see like where the frick is this guy at? Like where he at?
I honestly want to know.
Even if it's not
I want to know. I need to know Shanks' fucking origin because that shit's got me intrigued. But anyway,
I heard that they kind of allude to it a little bit. His origin.
They did. I heard they did in the movie, just slightly. Just slightly,
because I know. Let me see. You only 12 episodes behind. Oh, I think you already saw this episode already. Because this is like ages ago. You know that he was part of Gold Rogers. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, that was.
Antonio.
That was established.
Yeah. So
that was established.
So remember, if he was a kid, that makes you think. Hold on, he was a boy in that crew. Where did this guy pick him up? Since when? At what age? So I think the movie might. I hope they don't disappoint me.
That's true. Yeah.
So I hope that movie confirmed. Actually is supposed to be about freaking Shanks. So hopefully they actually I heard that they actually talk about before joining Roger's crew. So I want to know if it's already
a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, And
but yeah, some crazy shit
about
to happen.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to.
I like how after Wano ended, Oda, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This guy came out and said, all right, Now I'm ready to write the One Piece. Now I'm ready to finally write them getting the One Piece.
Yep.
Everybody was cracking mad jokes. They were like, yo, we watched 1,000 episodes of background filler. What the fuck?
Yes, we saw 25 years.
No, you can't convince me to watch that
I'm
shit
telling you,
now.
it's getting good.
No. It's not really
25
filler.
years
It's not
I'm
really
telling you,
filler.
25 years of world building. 25
It's not really filler. It's just a joke people are
It's
cracking.
joke, but it's true.
But
Okay, I would have been like, man, I'm suing this motherfucker.
No, but it's all necessary. It's all world and character building. Like,
Lewis, now that the good thing is that now that all the characters are established, backgrounds and all that. Now I think, from what I hear, because I think it's only like 3 to 5 more years, and that's it. He's done. Now he's gonna. I noticed like the mangas now. No spoilers. The mangas now have way more details, way more shit compressed than like before.
Oh yeah, he's throwing it all out there quick.
So he's throwing it out there.
He wants
he's
to.
gonna explain everything, and like he's trying to get everybody like meet whoever's supposed to meet and have beef with whatever. He's trying to do all that shit. Like
that's why I started the.
I hope you
that's
don't
why.
rush it too much.
I hope you don't rush it either.
Rush job because then I'll be freaking pissed. I don't mind waiting another 10 years.
But that's why I started it. I had to start with the kids like recently because I was like, yeah, if he's gonna be done in about 3 or 4 years, it's gonna probably if I start now. I can get the kids caught up in like a couple of years. So
we in the final arc now. He officially said after Wano, we're in the final arc. I'm like, oh shit.
Because I have to wait for like my sons to get here for my weekend, and then like what we'll do is like I'll watch like we'll watch like 10 episodes on a Saturday and then another 10 on a Sunday. So that's like 20 episodes every 2 weeks. We're talking like 40 episodes a month.
You got plenty of time.
What's 40 times fucking 12? Like
40 what?
40 times 12 or 40 times 10 is 400, and then another. Okay, so it's like over 400 episodes. In a year, right? So like say 2 years, that's about 800 something episodes. It's like 2.5 years they'll be caught up. At that point, Oda would probably like be getting really close to the end of the series because I want to be able to like experience like let's all find out what the One Piece is together. But anyway, all right.
Not be going to the gym at this time, or is he working?
So what he does is like he goes to the gym, but he's
I saw him post on Instagram. What the hell? I thought he was working.
Now he's on the way. 10:15. He probably is coming back from the. He's on the way. Yeah. Because I think he should be here soon. I don't know exact time. Because I think it was a little after 11 that he got back. 11 my time that he got back anyway. So Valenum, man, it must be hot. Valenum drinks the potion. So he can.
I don't fly up to Riavana.
But the issue with the flying. Can he fly in heavy armor?
He's not encumbered. They'll probably reduce his speed or something. And it's not like he's flying straight up. He could just gradually, like, diagonally go up here. He only wants to. It's only just to leap over here, basically, and then like land over here, even if he goes back to the ground. Got it, Lou?
No, I just need to make sure I know his fly bonus because the
fly bonus.
Yeah, because the flying is gonna be an issue because I think the potion will give him like a plus. Gives him a +2 bonus, I think. +2, and then we got what's his armor check penalty. He's got his shield -1, -5 from the armor, -6, so it's -4.
I thought fly potion just makes you fly.
-3. Oh yeah, he gets fly, and it gives like I think it's half your caster level as a bonus to your fly skill.
I thought like you only had to roll like a fly skill if you're trying to do a special.
So he's got a -3 penalty to flying. And I think he can fly in heavy armor.
I think so. I mean, you do a fly check if you try to do like some special maneuver, like fly 180 degrees or 90 degrees or straight up. But he's not trying to do any of that.
No, I know. But his fly speed, like he has his full speed because of his class feature, so he could fly 30 feet plus haste makes it 60 feet. He's got 60 feet fly with good maneuverability. Oh yeah, good maneuverability. That makes it another +4. So he's got a +1 to his fly skill right now. +1 to fly.
All right, he's trying to get here.
And he's trying to just fly over there.
Fly over there, yeah.
So 1, 2, okay, so I guess he goes like all the way up to the Ravana.
Yes, on the left side right here.
So like right
Right.
in that case, his turn is done. Just use the swift move in standard. We got the gunslinger. Lionel.
Grand Marshal of Colt.
I can't see this creature from where I'm standing, right?
Why not?
Can I?
I'll see clear sight. Clear line.
If he 5 foot steps here.
There you
Why
go.
not? Yeah, right, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna 5.
Go to town, killer. Kill mode.
I'm gonna 5 foot step there, and then I will full attack the Ravana.
Oh, I gave it to him. Okay, so the Ravana, touch AC. Alright. He's for your rapid shot. The rapid shot?
Yes.
Yes. Rapid shot. We're gonna rapid shot it. So if he's hasted, it's another attack. We got +1 because of, I think, Hero's Feast. And we got an additional 2 from Greater Magic Weapon. And I don't know if he... Oh, Haste, that's another 1. So it should be... If there's any other bonuses, I can't think of any. So what we got is... these are the attack modifiers.
Damn, I wanted to split my shots up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Is there a particular reason why we're focused on the Ravana first as opposed to the Baylor?
The Baylor is inside of a force field, like a block of a force field.
Gotcha.
So it can't break out of it. No one can hit the Baylor, and it can't teleport out of it because the place is dimensionally locked down.
And
Gotcha.
it's trapped there for
So it's trapped there, pretty much.
Yeah. It's almost like we sealed the evil away. So we don't have to
I was like, there's a reason why, like, hold on, this thing is bad. Like,
trust me, we don't want to fight that shit. It's just gonna deplete like 10% of our resources or more. Just trying to freaking when we have so many other shit to fight. For once, the teleportation like anchor that we have here actually
it's working to our advantage.
Yeah, for once, yeah. Because Baylor could actually teleport and shit. We'd be like, but we're in carceres, so making it hard for people to escape an actual prison.
I'm gonna put
Not
you
even Baylor.
a prison inside of a prison. There you
I know,
go.
prison inside of a prison. Not even Baylor. So just like
15, 16, 13.
it's a pretty nice roll. I'm glad you got that.
15, 16, 13.
18. What's your crit threat? 19 or 18?
There's 19 to 20. 19.
Oh, that almost was a 20. God damn.
Oh. Okay.
What's your crit threat again? What's a 19 or 18?
1920.
1920.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 attacks that all connected.
Damn.
Nice. Good shit. What's that cluster shot, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. +2 from that. Any damage to anything else? No.
There's such a downside to using it.
Yo.
All right, so what I miss?
You haven't missed much. We're still in the second round. Only it was Velagnum's turn before Sinal, and Lou, you drank the potion, and then you use your move action to try to move in front of the Ravana. And I think the Swix action, a move that you were trying to do to like evoke, I think it was. So yeah. So
wasn't Art of Fortune used as well?
Yeah. So you're getting into so you're basically in tank mode, and now like Sino is going to town. All his attacks just hit right now.
Okay.
Oh man, and Messor is gonna go next. Oh yeah, Claudius. He did what was it? Claudius did a ice orb of ice.
Okay.
And he did a true strike as well to make sure that it lands.
Ice and true strike.
Yeah. Since it's a range touch attack.
Oh, you wanted this fucking hit. Gotcha.
Make sure to hit right, and then Claudius ended up like rolling a 1. So then
the meaty bits.
Lewis has Cynthia do Alter Fortune. Lewis has Cynthia use Alter Fortune, so that all that shit doesn't get wasted.
Yeah, didn't Papa Alter Fortune for that?
Well, he casted 2 spells, so it didn't like go to waste.
Yeah, that would have been a waste. That would have been a big waste if it didn't connect.
Tell me it failed, Lewis. Tell me it failed.
And right.
No.
And
he said, no. Hold on. What's his size? Large? Okay, so 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130.
And then we had a good chat about One Piece.
7 times.
Man. Well, I'm not gonna rekindle that because I'm just
29.
gonna.
It passed.
Yeah, that was a good decision on the Alter Fortune to make it stick. If you're gonna pour 2 spells into it, you don't want that shit to fail.
Yeah, 2 spells, right.
So the Ravana
obviously, like Lou used action points, so you still have your Alter Fortune.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that for sure.
And that's it. Yeah, that's all. I think that's in a nutshell. That's all that has happened. And now Cynthia though, perfect timing.
I appreciate that.
Yes, Cynthia's turn.
Antonio, you did 134 damage.
134, bunch of those bullets, powered by the holy magic of Nidrama, who blessed them with her divinity, her innate
I did not know
celestial magic. And because if it wasn't for that, I think it would have been 114 instead of 134.
Matthew, I didn't know that Cynthia ate the soul fruit, devil fruit. Freaking
oh yeah, bringing the items to life.
Yeah. I thought she was talking now. Like Lewis had the shield talking. I'm like, what the hell? The soul fruit?
No, hey Lewis, that's fucking dope, man. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were paying attention to those details like that.
Yeah, Lewis like,
Cynthia cast here talking herself and everybody's weapons and shit.
We got the freaking big mama here. Mama, what should we do? we need a in here. Prometheus, Napoleon. Well, you gotta name the shield. We got Napoleon from Big Mom. Sword.
It's funny that you mentioned that because you had asked me about awakening your golem because I know there's a cleric spell for awakening.
Oh yeah, I think we were like freaking concerned that
Yeah, because unlike the version of it that I did for your weapons, this one like it has its
don't
own
get free will.
personality.
It would have free
So you'd be
will.
like,
Yeah, it has its
It
own
would have
free
been.
will.
You
It's
would.
like
You,
a piece of her
yeah.
you know,
soul.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
It would have been an
man,
NPC.
and this freaking golem is gonna try and unionize, like, oh no, Claudius,
Unionized.
the sanctuary, you're not paying me, like, come on, I should get like at least.
Cynthia was worried about that shit turning evil. That's what she was worried about.
No,
Like,
Claudius doesn't even care if it turns evil. He's concerned that he's gonna ask for a wage. When right now it has like he don't gotta pay the person to do the top security. He's top security without getting paid. But then if he has to
nah, bro, that would see. Clarice is not thinking straight. What if you had to make something and then it turns evil? That means you have to terminate it. That's like killing your child.
nah,
It's
he won't
different than
terminate
getting
it.
a
He'll
pet.
just send it to
You
another
buy a
dimension.
pet,
He'll
right?
send it to another
Like, you
dimension.
buy
Claudius
it.
doesn't kill. Claudius
What are you
always
gonna
just
do
like,
about your evil living sentient creature you just made? You can't just leave it alone. You gotta kill it now.
He's
You don't
chaotic.
kill
He's
him, man.
chaotic. He's chaotic neutral. He don't care.
Yeah, he'll got no qualms. Why would he kill it? As long as it's not like messing with his business or whatever, or harming people that
It's
he cares
evil
about.
and doing evil things. You brought harm to reality by
Why is he gonna
creating
do
these
evil
things.
things? He ain't gonna know evil. It'll be like a what? It'll be like a neutral, probably a neutral creature.
You better hope it's neutral. That shit is evil and killing fucking Knights behind
That shit.
our back and lying to us and shit.
That shit becomes the Ultron of fucking Torald.
Right. It's
And really,
sentient,
it's
which means it has
it
access
is
What
to
is
sentient.
wealth.
this?
It's alignment
What is
change,
the
right?
meaning of all this conflict in this world? What is?
I'll send it to a convent. I'll be like,
What?
okay, take it to my solicitor with
Is this what you
like
all
a
fight
year.
for?
Reprogram it.
To
It'll
fill
be a holy
to fill
goal.
your coffers with gold bars and
If it turns
jewels?
evil and it has access to all of our magical items and shit at our bases, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem.
Yeah, somebody convinces it. Yeah, I'm a friend. I'm a good friend. They need help. You gotta show me where the stuff is at.
Yo, I forgot about SG1, man. We gotta bring SG1 into this battle. We got that scroll that Cynthia created, so it's like we could bring him right now. Cross into the
Oh
dimension.
yeah,
Like, yo,
that's right.
that's true. I forgot about
Does
that.
it work interdimensionally though?
Yeah, it does. We could bring that golem right now.
Wow, pretty cool.
I think if it's just summon, I think it says summoning works here.
Yeah, we could summon it.
But
Yeah,
that's about it.
It's just gonna cost money to repair that shit when it gets.
no, it's not like a novelty, especially at the level that we're at. We're like an epic level shit. I think that's just gonna get one shot.
Yeah, I think so too,
Oh,
man.
no, I mean you can always advance it. You use the resources, you can make it stronger.
We can't do that shit right
Well,
now.
not right now,
Can't do that shit right now.
but you can just keep modifying that shit.
Did you see them motherfuckers doing hard wilting and fucking all that crazy shit?
Well,
Like,
he'd be like, "Well, I can't. I have no water to dehydrate. I'm immune to that shit."
that's true. Is it immune to destruction though?
I don't know. It's destruction. I think destruction. I thought it only works on living creatures.
You may be right about that.
Was it destruction or detonate?
Destruction.
It was destruction. So I think destruction. only
No,
works on
destruction wouldn't work on it either.
Yeah, destruction only works on living.
Yeah, it only works on living.
Yeah, so it would have been. I guess
Well, the way I
that
see it is, if it gets targeted instead of like one of us, it did its job.
It's a construct, so it's immune. It's immune to anything that requires a fortitude save, unless it can also affect an object. So, like a disintegrate would work on it, but not.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not destruction. Or...
Alrighty.
SG1.
So
Future
I wanted Cynthia to use her celestial brilliance, to use that to its effect. I guess that would be, if it's not already out. I can't remember whether I did that last session or not. I don't think so. I think I just focused on the marching order on trying to get upstairs, because we had to go across over there, and she's flying with Claudius. I think that was, yeah, she's just focused on moving. So, as part of her move action, she'll take out her holy symbol, so that the light shines, and it'll try and catch that fucking bitch Ravana up there with it. If I catch her in the light.
What's she cast? She casting something? What's she doing? Oh, she's using the
She's taking out
Celestial
her holy symbol.
Brilliance. The
Yeah, Celestial Brilliance.
oh, so it's on a holy symbol. Okay.
Yeah.
So the light spreads out, and it gets it covers the Ravana who takes 2d8 damage.
I could have sworn last go, didn't I? I think last go I did that. Yeah, because last go I tried to cast glitter dust on her. That's why she has that symbol. So as part of my move action, I had taken out my holy symbol, and in my standard action, I
Yeah,
tried
you
to.
did little dust first round.
Yeah, so that means the holy symbol's already out. I just gotta roll damage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I still have my move. Well, I already tried the glitter dust thing, and that didn't work. So let's go for it again. Let's go for it again.
This guy's
That's the main reason that I did Orb of Cold. It wasn't even because of the damage, because his damage is ass. It's because of the secondary effect, the blind. But it passed the Fortitude save though, so
yeah, man, we trying to debuff.
yeah. But I'm glad though that it got the full cold damage though. It didn't have no resistance for it, so that's good.
Right.
But,
Yeah, there's no magic.
But let's be
resistance.
real though. We need that final sword card type damage.
Last time I rolled a save, I didn't get above a 10, so I fucked myself.
Yeah,
but D&D is about rolling, so I'm going to roll for this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let me check my bonus one more time.
Yeah, roll that shit. Because even if it's a 10, I don't think a 10 is enough. So you need like higher than a 10 anyway. So even if you got a 5, oh well, so I don't think a 10 will pass. So basically, see, so you gotta like try and get improve those odds, get that 16 or higher, hopefully.
I almost wish I was casting the spell so I could use some of the magical components that I have to aid in that regard, but I'm not. I don't have any debuffs fucking memorized that are low level anyway.
But you can just have it ready in action if you want. Like if somebody gets like hurt big time, heal them.
Nah, I mean
it's only one opponent that we're fighting.
I do have a debuff actually, but it's range touch. It's touch attack. I'm not trying to get that close to this lady. No, I can use my staff. That's what it's for. I'll use my staff. Yeah, Lou. So I'll go for another use of glitter dust with Grand Lumen.
Grand Lumen glitter dust roll. Yeah, what I keep forgetting when you do this is the roll use magic device check. So roll use magic device.
I see.
Use magic device plus 20. Roll.
Honestly, she'll pass. This is really just to see if she rolls a 1.
Nah, she like fails something. I got you, B.
Yeah, because if it's her check is high enough to pass on a 2 or higher. But if you ever roll a 1 on the use magic device, you can't. She wouldn't be able to activate glitter dust from staff until 24 hours have passed.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yep, it's not on her spell list.
The price you pay for being extra, dipping into other shit. It's a price,
Still,
price
the
worth
fact,
paying.
the fact that you could tap into like other magic, beyond divine is actually pretty.
Right. That's why I ain't gonna complain about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll pay that price every time. That's a fair price. All right. So +9. And then spell penetration for +1, right? So would I get 10 of the spell penetration not work with my staff?
Little does avoids.
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
There's
right.
no spell resistance.
Yeah,
There's no spell resistance, but
yeah.
okay, that's right. But there's a save still for the blind though, so that's what I
Yes.
was rolling.
The save, yeah,
What I
42
roll
save.
for the save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 42 save. Roll, man, because anything like even if you get the base DC, it's gonna pass. So at least takes a chance to get anything above a 10.
Come on, go above a 10, you son of a Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, even if you roll
Come
a 5.
on!
Was that a 1?
That's a 1, my G.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of, with the exception of Sino that got like 14 plus everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, she
yes,
might roll
she's
a
not
1,
gonna
so
go.
we'll see.
You might roll a 1. Hey,
No,
it was
no.
still worth it. Guess what? Even if I bet, even with the, let's say you kept the DC 10 and she rolled an 8, she still would have passed. I know
Yeah,
it, right?
that's true.
I know it. I mean, we're talking
That's
about
true.
epic
Still
level.
would've passed, yeah.
It would have passed. So you were better off trying to get that.
Yeah, that's better off trying to go for a swing.
Yeah, you really need like a 16 or higher. And even then with a 16, I think that creature probably still would have passed it. We don't know.
Yeah.
So you did good, man.
It's a staff charge, you know what I mean? It's not like
at the level that we are now, bro. At the level that we are now,
Oh
we
my
have to roll
fucking
that. We have to
God.
roll the D20.
Are you fucking kidding me?
She rolled a 1?
She continues to babble incoherently.
Is that because of what? Is that the
it's-
confusion that Simon did before? Or something
No,
else?
it's because every
Oh, it's
one of
mad.
these prisoners that are every one of these prisoners are insane. So it's
affected by Ali Marcus.
right. So even though they got let out, like they're still affected by their insanity, which is equivalent to a confusion spell.
We're getting free attacks then.
So I've been rolling.
Without no consequence.
Right, I've been rolling to see.
Nice.
And I got the same fucking thing. So she's done. Or it's done. Baylor can't. Well, let me see what the Baylor does. It's not like it can get out. But...
Yeah, so Matt's like what I was saying for us spellcasters. Unless you're like casting like a level 9 spell, maybe then it might be worth keeping DC 10. And even then, I still would be like, nah, all these motherfuckers got high saves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if you're casting any spells like below level 7, fuck it, just roll that D20. Because even if you get a 11, you know, and or you kept a base 10, you're still gonna fail. So might as well just roll. Hey, you might get an 18 plus, whatever the spells are. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Mess War. All right, so Mess is gonna dragon kick the shit out of this creature over here. Obviously, the Latenum is there. Someone will be adjacent to the Latenum. So in case of something, he could like block her or something. All right, but it's full attack. Get this show in a row. We got that Soro Sanji rivalry between Sino and Mesua. Who does like the most freaking? I'm gonna prevent Sino from getting that grit point. I'm gonna take it out.
Damn. Like that.
Lewis, you know the drill. What is it? What he does? Trip first, right? We should all have this memorized. If it ain't broken, why fix it?
Mm-hmm.
Same combo.
Combat maneuver bonus with the trip.
Oh yeah, so if it gets tripped, that means the Latent will also get an attack opportunity and just keep it tight.
Trip would be plus 38. Plus 38. Saves it plus 39. Plus 40. Don't know if he's got any other bonuses attached. I don't think so. Should be plus 40 CMB to attempt the trip.
That was 40. That's so long. And I should went from a 17 to a 7. Hopefully that worked.
On a 47, the trip attempt was a failure.
Oh shit! Oh! Alright, so that's attack number 1, right?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. You think Mess only gets 1 attack per round? This is freaking godlike Mess.
No, I know he gets a ton. And he's hasted.
Yeah. It's so fucked up that a fighter or barbarian at this level 20, if you move more than 10 feet, you're only getting 1 attack. But this guy, Mess, broke the freaking matrix. You know, he broke the freaking.
Alright.
Walk 80 feet, 1 attack.
So what's his next? What's his next? Is it another trip or?
Hell yeah, another trip.
All right, roll.
Oh my god.
The 50 was a failure too.
Wow. Okay. Well, since I'm doing dragon kick, I'm gonna flank him. Can I move? Can I still move or no? Like flank him? I don't care if I get the opportunity. I'm gonna get that trying to get that +2 bonus. I'm gonna have to use.
I don't even think it can make one because it's just babbling.
All right, well, there you go, man. Trying to get that +2. Moving late now. It looks like he needs it. plus 42 now, right? I'm so used to Messor always like overpowering anyone's trip. Now this guy's like, oh shit, let me start actually being strategic and not just be over here.
Flying kick.
Well, let me know if that's legal or not. It's a legal move. I'll roll anyway here. If not, just take 2 off. There we go. If that shit don't work, then we have to. I'm not even gonna bother tripping no more. 14 plus 42. Jesus Christ. It looks like Sando might get that freaking grip point after all.
Oh, you trying to flank? Oh.
Yeah, trying to flank.
Third one. Okay, the 56 was a successful trip.
Ooh, wow. Had me sweating there, man. That was the 3rd attack. So we keep.
Well, hold on. Because wait. Because the trip was successful. Greater trip.
Greater trip, yeah.
If the enemy provokes an attack with opportunity after being successfully tripped.
Veleno could do his attack first.
He's also got Vicious Stomp, which means the Ravana fell prone adjacent to.
Yeah, get your shield back in there, Veleno. Before
let's add 2 attacks of opportunity. Metzawar. Plus 28.
Well, that -4 to penalty to his AC is going to help.
Alrighty.
You know, you can never just like be cocky and just forget the basics. You know, like flanking bonuses and stuff like that.
Alright, so that's the rest of Metzawar's attacks.
Yeah. You too, Veleno. Roll your attack.
Yeah, Veleno gets an attack with opportunity also.
So that's going on.
And it's prone, right? So it's an extra +4.
Well, I think it gets a -4 penalty to its AC.
Yeah, it's a -4 to its AC. Yeah.
Same thing, in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's plus 25, That's 26.
41, did that hit?
Plus 29. So Valenum should have plus 29. No, plus 30. To his shield. So 41.
I'm assuming you put the flank bonus for Meswar, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And haste
Plus
and all that
30.
good stuff.
Yeah, I added all that. So that 41 from Metsua was a successful hit.
Okay, good. Oh, you already added on the plus 32.
Yeah.
Frank is already on that ball, right? Oh, so I add plus 2 more to it.
No, I added all that already.
Okay. So,
So the damage she's doing. The damage he is doing is.
Nice. That probably hit too.
And it's evil. It's an evil outsider. Extra, so 6 is 78 plus
Mama.
78 plus 10 damage with that attack. Valenum successfully hit with his shield.
Plus 10. Six. Okay. That's where it's gauging to see if it has damage reduction or not. That was like a regular attack, so I guess he'll know if it did less damage or not. To see if I'm going to use a style strike for the next attack.
And hitting with the shield should be 2d6 plus 7. Should be 2d6, yeah, it should be 2d6 plus 7 for the shield spike damage. And the shield was shield was blessed, the gun was blessed, and Metzwar's strikes.
Yeah, it has magic weapon plus 5 and also greater mighty wallop. You added all that to the damage for the shield?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, that leaves Metzler with the remaining 5
That 46,
attacks.
46 damage, was it like, did it take the full blow or was there damage reduction?
It took the full blow because
Okay, good. So I guess you don't got to do
yeah,
the...
he's got blessed weapon on.
Oh, perfect. All right. So
New drama.
Yeah, Nijama has blessed weapon on Metzler, Valenum, and Zina.
okay, good. So you don't got to... okay, so you don't got to do that style strike to bypass damage. Yeah. Attack number 2 is... Go right here. Okay, there it is. Plus 32. All right, attack number 2.
That one was a miss. So 34 failed to.
One more at 30. One more at 32, right?
Yep.
Oh shit! Probably a miss too. This guy is.
No, the 38 was a hit.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Just gonna roll damage. Looks like Sino's gonna get his grip points after all.
Then the remaining 3 attacks.
Hey, that may be enough. You never know, yo.
Right.
Attack number 4 is plus 27.
Maybe he was already injured and not at full HP.
Ooh, 17. No, that almost missed.
Yeah, that was a hit.
That shit was like a 3 and it went to a 17. That's weird.
Damage.
Somebody used like a Jedi trick or something. Somebody used the Force to trick too. So that hits. Let me go down.
$41.
So plus 22 and then plus 17. Yeah, okay. 22. Then we'll have one more track. 2.
That was a miss.
And the last one is plus 17. Ah, shit. All right, that missed. All right. Yep. Take us home, Final.
Any drama? I mean, it's like they got it taken care of over there. I'm gonna continue
Yeah,
making
any
sure the
drama.
casters are
The
protected.
drama don't want to embarrass herself. We'll just wait for Simon.
Damn.
Just kidding. Just kidding. That's what she said. No, she's like, no, I'm the tank for the spellcaster.
Damn.
Claudius,
Damn.
Claudius, he's gonna ready in action if some new threat or whatever appears. Will cast a defensive spell. He's done.
I was gonna say don't
Huh? Does he send something with his
Actually no, you're fine. Okay, so Claudius does what?
Okay, Claudius, any new threat that he senses beyond his normal sight?
Not at the moment, no.
Alright, so he's just basically ready in action. If a new oh yeah, it has to be specific, right? For ready in action.
Yeah.
If a new threat appears, because usually a new threat usually goes first. If a new threat appears, he's casting a spell. If a new threat appears from anywhere, or he senses it.
That's true. If an undetected enemy jumps into the fight,
they're always first.
They appear at the top of the initiative.
They appear right. So
at least a ready in action would beat that.
I'm ready in action for that. There you go. You know exactly what I'm trying to do. Right. Claudius is done. The rest of the party got everything under control already. Oh, the stupid tigers. I mean, the other one is gonna climb up, and that's it.
Yeah, that one.
That one should be here now.
Right up there.
And that's
the
it.
other one.
All right, Claudius done. The late.
So I wanted to ask, what was the maneuvers that I had from the end of NASCO?
You probably got 3 of them now, or 2 of them now. But we're in round 2.
Well,
right?
so far it's only been 2 turns.
Yeah, so that's 2.
So that's 2.
Because you haven't used any maneuvers.
Or rather, that's 1. I'll get 2 at the end of this go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maneuvers. You start with 2. It was an end. I think it was at the beginning of the turn of round 2 and round 3. So we should have 4 of them available. Actually, I'll make this easier since there's 4 available. I'm just going to roll for the one that's not there.
That's smart. Process of elimination.
So he's got all his ready maneuvers except for warning roll.
Okay. So he is going to be in he's going to be in his Turtle Knight stance.
Is that turtle?
He can't be moved from his spot. He gains circumstance bonus equal to his initiated level to his CMD, improving candy dodge ability.
Wait, Turtle Knight?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Am I tripping?
You have 2 stances. Did you? And I see Iron Guard's Glare and Martial Spirit.
My bad. Looking at the wrong couch.
I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck is this shit?
Looking at the wrong couch.
Where's the turtle stance?
Yours reminded me of something funny. I mean, the joys of being a parent sometimes. My kid, one of the twins, Liam, I guess he just started watching like Ninja Turtles, right? So do I have a basket here? You know, like the laundry baskets, like a little empty laundry basket. He comes up like this. This dude is totally a Michelangelo in real life. My son, Liam. He puts a little the basket in the back. He like, Daddy, look, I'm a Ninja Turtle. Because that's the shell in the back. And I'm just
shit.
laughing, man. I'm like, yo, if I had to like give a name, like which personality, my oldest is definitely Donatello. Logan is definitely freaking Leonardo, and Liam is Michelangelo. He's the freaking prankster. Always getting in
All right,
trouble.
so I'm gonna stance watching them. I'm gonna put on Iron Guard's Glare.
All right.
And it's on the floor. I have everything except for except for Warning Roar. So I'm going to use. Should I use White Raven's Tactics?
I don't use.
Actually, everybody's movement could use a little boost right quick. Get you motherfuckers to go again.
If you're gonna use White Raven tactics, have Sino go, and then have Sino go again. Well, I guess you could delay your turn, have Sino go, and then the
That's
Sino
right.
kill it.
I'll delay my turn until after
Sino, and then it's for White Raven tactics, it has to be within 10 feet, right? The range. The target has to be within 10 feet, right? So you wouldn't.
For White Ravens,
yeah. Targets up
So
to
but it's still the same. Like you could have Sino go, and if Sino don't kill it, then you could just have like you go, and then have Messwar take it out.
I'll do that. I'll wait till after Zyno.
Right.
After Zyno goes, I'll delay my go.
General Belaton, man.
I'll use my telepathy to tell Zyno that I'm waiting for him to move.
General Belaton, son. Looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi over here, son. Like,
or like Bastila with the battle meditation.
Damn.
Oh, true. That's true.
This man went Old Republic.
Old Republic, son. OP battle meditation.
He went Old Republic.
Waiting for that remake, son.
This guy like upgraded. He's not playing checkers.
Oh yeah, they are doing a remake.
And it's a PS5 exclusive. Let's go.
They're doing a remake of Old Republic?
Yeah, for the PS5.
That doesn't surprise me. It's because Revan is such a fucking
that whole game was
godlike fucking character.
I actually played that on the PC, like that's Old Republic. Both games. It was two. That's
what's dope is it follows the Star Wars the D20 rules.
Yes, it was fun.
They just updated the second one, not even a few months ago. They gave it a new patch and everything.
Because I remember Rick was the first one that I've seen playing it, and I'm looking and I'm like, why am I recognizing all this shit? I was like, this is D&D. Like, what the fuck are all these D&D stats? He's like, yeah, that's exactly how it's like. I was looking at the game. I'm like, did they base this off the D20 version of Star Wars? I looked it up. Like, holy shit!
It looked like it.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
No.
It was fun time.
I was like, maybe I should, because Rick was like, I remember we went to the
It was back in 2000.
We went to a bookstore and they had the Star Wars D20 books laid out. He's like, "Yo, man, we should get into Star Wars. Try Star Wars. Try something different. And I'm looking at it and like I did have that urge. I was like, it does follow the D20 rules. Right. Basically, Star Wars D&D. Let's do. And then I was like, nah, let me just stick with what I'm doing now. But and then I think then Star Wars Saga came out like a few years before. I think
I like the Saga rules.
Yeah, I like the Saga rules too.
I like Saga rules too.
Yeah. Very similar. I like the action economy with the move.
I mean, it was close enough to the D20 rules anyway.
Right.
So
it's close enough, but it's different enough that like
Right.
it's still novel playing it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Right.
brand new for you because there's things I think that's similar and I get comfortable, and then I go to do something and it's different. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm
Yeah,
not playing.
I feel like I'm becoming a geezer, man. If something is like too drastic, too new, it's like I don't like want to put the effort.
Yeah.
It has to be like something
It has
familiar.
to be a good,
I feel
it has
like
to
I'm
be a
getting
good,
old mode a little bit.
it has to be a good derivative, like.
Yeah, it's almost like, let's say like they came out with a D&D 6th edition, and it's like totally alien. Oh look, we never even went on board 100% with 5th edition, even though it's easier, but it's totally different in a way.
I don't think. See, here's the difference between getting old and getting wise, right? Because I feel what it is that we're just getting wiser. Like we know what's good. It's not that we just want to stick with what we like. It's like we know from first glance what's good and what's not because we've been around and seen enough trash. So it's like for instance, you mentioned D&D, right? That's a good example. We never touched any of the older editions except for you guys touched it in order, to play with outside of like the parameters of what Louis did, right? Like Louis plays with his kids, and then you play with new people. But if you had it your way,
yeah, we
you
haven't
would
played in a long time. That group fell off that I was playing in, but yeah,
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not because I never even touched it really. And it's not because I'm getting older. It's because I can tell just from hearing about it and hearing the mechanics what I like.
You're right. I did
like
actually take the effort. You're right though, Watson. I took the effort to read the Player's Handbook for 5th edition, and I'll tell you this though, 5th edition, since you don't get bonus feats, like the character feat that we get and bonus feat for class, feats are super rare in 5th edition. Louis knows what I mean. That if you actually select a feat, it's actually very strong, very powerful. I like the one feat.
Oh
like
yeah, well every 4 levels you either boost your scores or you pick a feat.
Or a feat, right? It's not like you can get either or. So that makes feats so precious. In 5th edition, feats are way more precious than in Pathfinder or even 3.5 because you get way more feats. In what do you call it? In 5th edition, you could especially if you want to boost your stats, which is not a bad idea because getting magical items that boost your stats is almost like non-existent, very rare.
Yo.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're like, man, actually, Louis knows what I'm talking about. It's like, man, actually,
they made magic items.
20, I want to have 18 in the stack.
They made magic items. They made magic items in 5th edition. Like it's not that they're rare. They made it. They made it.
One weapon is a big deal.
Yeah, they made it where like you get a magic item and it's a really big deal. You don't need it. You could go through all of 5th edition with nobody having a single magic item and still successfully like do your adventures. The magic items are like the magic items are a really good boost, especially at the higher level magic items, but there really isn't a lot of them.
There's not a lot of them, man. Like you could expect the highest is a +3 weapon. You're looking at freaking level 18 plus. That's when you have a +3 weapon. I don't know if
there's not a lot of
I think +3 was like the highest weapon, like not like +1 weapon.
And there's nothing to cut. There's no customization. Like like with weapons, even just regular flat core rule books only 3.5. You get a myriad of different weapons because it depends on the combination of the abilities you want to put on them. You don't have that in 5th edition. I'm trying to so I'm looking at I go to this site where they have all I go to this site where they have all the official game material for 5th edition. They have it where you can search it up by like if I click on spells, I could have it where it'll show me all the spells from all the official 5th edition books right there for me. I click on it, I can see what it does. It makes it really, really easy for me to find all the game material that I need. The mechanics, the crunch. So I go to magic items and I'm like, the list is small for one thing, and two, half the fucking items are either legendary or the one below legendary. I forgot what it was called. I think rare or some shit like that. So I'm like, all right, well, my kids are like level right now. They just hit level 5, so I'm like, well, I'm looking at the uncommon and the more common magic items, and there really isn't a lot, and it really isn't like Like I found, like I have a very small list of what magic items like I wanna gift to the kids' characters whenever I feel like it. Um, there's not really a big variety. You know, it's like it's like you get a magic item. It's like okay, it's like the Dritz novels. You know how like Dritz in the novels doesn't really have a whole ton of magic items, especially early on in his career. He had the 2 magic swords, and that was it. And then eventually he got the anklets. And
We got Guinevere.
okay, Guinevere was the first one. Guinevere was the first magic item. Yeah, he had Guinevere for a long time. He didn't get the 2 fucking swords until after he went to the surface, after like 30 years on the ground. Then he got 2 magic blades, and
But
then
let's keep in mind the difference between the example you're using. Dritz's both his swords are clearly way considered legendary by 5th edition standards.
In
You got 2 of them.
Well, yeah. Well, in 5th edition, it'd be like it would be like a +1 frost sword, and then the other one would be fire +3. Actually, I think they have his stats. I gotta go look at what his equipment is, but
because I was about to ask you, since it's scaled down, right? What do they do about classic magical D&D items that are pretty powerful, like Vorpal swords? Is that considered a +3 weapon?
A Vorpal sword is just a unique weapon. It's in the game. They have a Vorpal sword in there. I think it's +3, and if you roll a 20, I think the enemy drops to 0 hit points. So I forgot what it did mechanically, but or it takes no. That's right. They don't do insta kills anymore. Ooh. I think if you get a right, I think if you get a 20 for the crit for the Vorpal. Actually, you know what? I'm just go to the site and look it up right now. Vorpal, boom. Okay, there it is. Vorpal sword, Dungeon Master Guide, page 209.
Man, that was fast. Do you have like a very fast computer? Usually, when like, oh, let me look it up. Boom, less than 3 seconds, you have it there.
Well, that's the site that I use. I just went there and I typed in the search Vorpal and it popped up. So Vorpal sword. So it's a +3 weapon. You get +3 to your attack and damage. In addition, the weapon ignores any resistance to slashing damage. When you attack a creature that has at least 1 head and roll a 20 on the attack, you cut off one of the creature's head. Okay, so it is the creature dies if it can't survive without the lost head. Okay, so okay. I'm surprised. So they kept the insta kill in there. I'm surprised.
Are they really going to change something as iconic and as classic as a Vorpal
that's very
because the whole myth
it's probably considered legendary.
Oh yeah, it's legendary weapon.
Probably a legendary weapon.
It's legendary.
But guess what? You're never gonna get that.
It's legendary, and it requires attunement because some magic items in 5e you have to attune yourself to it, and you can only attune yourself to you can only attune yourself to up to 3 items. 3 items, yeah. It's to avoid.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's to because 5e is all about just making everything.
Items, that's it.
5e is just about making the game as accessible and as easy and as simplistic as possible, so that to get as many people into the game who don't feel overwhelmed by all the math and all the items and all the options and the drawback. The drawback to 5th edition is that you lost a lot of the soul of Dungeons and Dragons because you just washed away all that lore that built up from the past 4 editions, all those all that other right now there are a lot of 5th edition players who are purchasing or looking online at the older edition content because they're missing out. They're like, oh wait, I want this in my 5e games. Is there oh, Wizards of the Coast didn't do it. I guess I got to buy a third-party product, or what? They had this back then, or they have, or there's all this information on the Forgotten Realms. I thought it was just the Sword Coast. I'm serious. They don't even have a real campaign book for Forgotten Realms. They have the Sword Coast. That's it. And then if you buy Tomb of Annihilation, okay, now you've got a little bit of the Chult area, but
Yeah.
that's it. Like, they don't even really go that in depth on Chult. They're just enough so that you can run a game in there, but you're really half the fucking book is mainly an adventure that just happens to take place in Chult. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's really the oh yeah, we already talked about this. The Spelljammer just came out and everybody's pissed about it. I'm like, well, what did you fucking expect? You people want your Dungeons and Dragons game, but you're claiming you're wanting more than what Wizards of the Coast is offering you. That's because Wizards of the Coast doesn't do that anymore. They're not going to spend a ton of money making 2 to 3 books a month like they used to. They're not. They canceled Dragon Magazine and Dungeon Magazine, which was the 2 best magazines that an RPG could ever fucking have, and they axed it after 4th edition. So you're not getting any more content from that. Like what you 5th edition players lack, what you desire, is exactly what Wizards of the Coast took out to get you to buy the game to play it in the first place. So because y'all weren't around when 3.5 was out, and you weren't even much around with 4th edition, and then you played 4th edition and you hated it. So Golden Age was fucking 2E and 3E, and it always will be. And it's and that's my fucking take.
Some of the magical properties for 5th edition, it seems like almost like 2E like level, right, Louis? Or no?
Even 2E had their magic items had more fucking nuance to it. Like,
okay, I know they have busted stuff because I remember Watson and you guys used to own that artifact book. So I know they have busted stuff in 2E, like the Orbs of Dragonkind, all that shit was.
Yeah, but the artifacts in that book really aren't. They aren't designed in a way that allows for players to
have it. It's to build campaign around that item.
Possess them.
It's to build a campaign around that item.
Yeah.
Really, that's what it was. Yeah.
It's really made for you to use it for an adventure, and then the adventure is over, and then that's pretty much the end of it. Like a prime example is,
the Hand and Eye of Vecna.
Well, before the Hand and Eye of Vecna, because I'm talking about like an example of us actually using.
Oh, yeah.
Crescent Moon. Back in the earlier stages, there was a minor artifact that belonged to the Church of Lathander.
Oh, I know.
Called the Jade Testament. It's basically like this holy text, like depicting like the works of like of Lathander during the time of troubles and shit. And Pagan's dwarven cleric Cyrus got a hold of it. Now, when he had it, he didn't even bother using his shield because Louis was like, all right, well, you have your axe and you have your shield arm. And with your shield strapped up, you can't manipulate anything in that arm. He was like, fuck the shield. I'm going to carry the book in one hand and
This man had to carry the book like...
He had it for like maybe an adventure and a half. And then at the end, he ended up like, his out basically was him retiring and going to return the book to the church. So it's not like something that because it has such drawbacks to it that eventually you're going to get fucked if you keep it anyway. Most of that shit possesses you and takes over your will, even if it's good. Like, it's not, it's definitely a one-time thing.
That happened to one of my characters too, like the Sword of the Dales, Louis, with Johan. He used it for the Sword of the Dales. It had like a freaking...
but it wasn't an artifact though. It was a strong weapon. But it
wasn't an artifact. It was like a strong weapon, but it was a story purpose sword.
Well, yeah. It was supposed
to be the sword for Lord Randall, one of the NPCs.
It was a strong weapon that any accomplished fucking spellcaster could create. But it was more than just that. It was it was more symbolic of an item.
Right. It's almost it's almost like the ruler of this land is a sword, like King Arthur.
It's taking the crown of the King of Cormyr and enchanting it. Anybody you can enchant whatever crown you want, but that particular crown is going to be like that. That has meaning.
It has significance because of what it's tied to.
Right.
but it's
So
not
that's
like
what the Sword of the Dales was. So
Yeah, it was like passed off from one ruler to the
I
other.
think
So
what happened was the blade was also possessed
it was possessed by a freaking lich,
by a shadow lich.
a shadow lich, right? So it's like, yeah, they could have
what?
kept it. Yeah, so they could have kept
How
it,
is
but it
that
was
going under the radars?
No. At the end of the adventure, I think Elminster and Kelvin had came by, and then they were
yeah.
like, "Let us have the blade," right? So they take the blade, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't think you wanted to keep this anyway, and not just because,
Yeah, I wanted to keep that blade.
yeah, because they wanted to, yeah, Johan wanted that, but Johan was like,
Oh yeah, John used that long
do
sword
I
all the
really
time.
have to give this to the
It was
root
like
to the?"
kind of to Jacobus Krennerak, long sword. He used that shit all
But
the time.
but yo, they told Johan and Migraine and them, they were like, yeah, you guys don't want to hold on to this anyway. Otherwise, you would have been affected by what's actually hiding in this blade that you didn't know about the whole time. And Johan's like, what is it? She said, well, you see, it appears that, and they went all Lord of the Rings. You know how Lord of the Rings, they have a
Yeah,
blade and they have like a whole fucking history over the blade.
Lord of the Rings, they'll pull the weapon out and then magically, like the story itself will be animated or out on the blade itself, made out of fucking figures, like just fucking happening on the blade, and you're
Yo,
watching.
for Lord of the Rings, they be pulling out any weapon. The motherfuckers put like a broken ass sword. Oh, that's the blade of Morgul from the year 1170 in the Second Age, crafted by Orc's blood. And I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers rolling Arcana checks left and right.
yeah.
Like,
Okay.
They know their shit in there.
yo, that Sting. It was created by. I'm like, holy shit, these motherfuckers. Yo, that's godlike though. But that's basically what they did. They were like, this blade is actually possessed by a shadow lich known as blah blah. Like they were telling him like, there's a shadow lich in here. We'll take care of this because if
No, either or though. That sword was meant for Lord Randall anyways, for story
well,
purposes,
yeah,
right?
for story
Because
purposes,
Lord Randall
it
was
goes
like
to the ruler of Daggerdale.
what is
Yeah,
it called? Sentel Keith. They took over freaking Daggerdale.
they were
So
trying to.
they were trying to,
Yeah.
right? So it's almost like
I
he
was
was like a
about to
rebel in
say,
his own
when did that
right?
happen?
So he found that sword, and obviously his early levels, all the way up to like level 7, he was using it. But obviously he knew that's somebody else's birthright. It's almost like if we were adventuring and we found Excalibur, and Prince Arthur is like, okay, I'm using this shit now, but eventually you're gonna have to give it to the king.
So, see, now Excalibur is an actual.
It's almost like didn't that happen to Sauron?
Yes.
Didn't Sauron had a weapon like back in the early, like 10 years ago and shit, and
I know fucking. I could have sworn Jake named one of his swords Excalibur.
I think it did.
Vermilion and was it Excalibur?
I think it
Yeah,
was Excalibur.
One was Vermilion, the one made it with
And the other one
it
was Excalibur.
Vermilion
and then the other one that's Adamantine, I think was Excalibur. I think.
Yeah, he did name it Excalibur.
Yeah, he did name it Excalibur.
The only stats I've seen of Excalibur and D&D was
I can't believe I still remember those names.
was
Vermilion
like I think the only stats I've seen was like first edition D&D in the Deities and Demigods book. I think that was
but
it.
Louis,
I don't think I've seen any. I don't think I've seen like a stats D&D stats for Excalibur after that. I don't know. I guess it's like they were too scared. It's like they were too scared to be like, should we really stat this legendary fucking thing in the game?
Like in order to it basically says if you have that sword, you rule Britain. So I'm like to run an entire fucking country because you have a weapon.
Officially in Dungeons and Dragons, the realm of Avalon is no longer on the prime material world that it originates from. It's actually in Elysium, the plane of Elysium.
It's in Elysium.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Avalon is in Elysium in Dungeons and Dragons.
That makes sense.
And I don't know if they call it that, but I remember reading the Planescape book. I was reading up on Elysium. I don't think they called it specifically Avalon, but when they described it and they talked about a king and they talked about having pulled it, I think they mentioned about pulling a sword from a stone or some shit like that. But I was like, they're trying to say this is Avalon, which without saying that it's Avalon.
Right.
But yeah, it's officially like in Dungeons and Dragons, but it's in Elysium right now. I get they got like transported there once the king became legend and his realm became myth. Like I guess it got transported to Elysium or something. And I think it talked about the knights too. It was like he had a group of knights, and I can't remember if it said around the round table, but they were trying to be really. They weren't trying to be too much on the nose. Like, yeah, it's fucking King Arthur and blah 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 blah. They were leading you to that. I was like, oh shit, are you for real? But anyway, Zino, yeah, your turn. We got mad sidetracked.
Came full circle eventually.
What is he gonna do? Oh yeah, he's waiting for you to do something to move.
Oh yeah, full attack, kill that shit.
Yeah, I
guess I guess I wanted to wait until it was Zino's go, so I could get next to Zino and give him a second.
I remember my rolls from last time. I can't hear Matt.
Val said,
I think Matt has to reconnect.
Val
he has to hit the reconnect button on roll 20.
I don't know if you heard him, Antonio, before. Like Valeno sent.
No, I didn't hear him.
You might want to repeat it, Matt. Once he's back.
I think he's trying. I was hearing him before, but his video wasn't showing.
Oh, you don't hear Matt?
I don't hear him anymore now.
Matt. Watson, hit refresh.
Yeah, no, he's not even.
Hit refresh.
He's got to hit refresh probably.
He refreshed it. He doesn't see it. He's gonna refresh now, Louis. You could do it right there.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, yeah.
All right. So yeah, Valenum, he said telepathically to Zino, he's like, I'll wait for your signal. After you start taking shots, I'll come next to you and invigorate you so that you could line up the next one.
You got it.
So.
Oh shit! Fucking spell attack. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Oh shit!
Damn, 52. Oh, is that a crit threat?
It's a crit threat. So,
let's go.
If it's a blessed weapon, isn't it an automatic?
Oh shit! That's right.
Oh,
that's an auto crit.
Oh! Times 4 damage. Yeah, I want to do that full attack.
Man,
you probably got like 200 damage right now.
This thing is not alive.
I know.
Motherfuckers killed a super
Let
ultra
me get
rare.
that 2 grit points, my guy.
A mighty being that slays fucking celestials for its existence as a means to its existence.
Louis, he has put Conqueror Haki in his bullets, man.
If we're gonna be fair, we had a lot of help from from Marcus himself.
Oh yeah,
he made the creature insane, and it was just
it's just like it came out ready to fight, and then it was like.
That's true. That's true.
It's just sitting there drooling, saying Marcus over and over again.
It's like fucking. It's like an extra planar Arkham Asylum in this bitch.
I'm getting sentimental now. Oh, let's what is that thing when you try to like turn somebody holy?
Yeah, they all hit.
Oh, redeem him.
Redeem him. Yeah, let's not go. Dude, let's try to redeem him. After that, he done too much sin.
I'm the warden of this cage now. Of this prison.
Yo, you could take over this tower, Sino. This will be like your freaking prison.
The Grand
And Cynthia could make a unique portal, so you'll be able to freaking go back to the Prime, back to Cauldron whenever you want. Yo, oh, where's Watson at?
He's right there.
Oh, okay, I hear you.
I forgot about Hammer the Gap too. So we got +1 from the second hit.
Oh, we didn't put Hammer the Gap.
I know, yeah.
So you did more damage last time.
+1 from the second hit.
That. Yeah, and that could have been added to the fucking fortitude. He probably passed that anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff to keep track of.
Plus
Add
1,
the gap.
2, 3.
Just add the damage you
6.
didn't add before on this one. Screw it.
6,
Which one?
10, 15.
That shit is dead.
15. Yeah, and I'll add another 15 for the shit. Look, just the damage bonus alone, not even the rolls.
Yo, this guy. Yo, I ain't gonna.
Oh shit!
Dang.
Oh, this guy's like a Dark Knight. He does more damage than freaking Mess now. And
Dang.
that Mess got that. Well, Mess didn't get nerfed.
Well, his crits be looking like that.
Yeah, you can't really say Mez was nerfed because like
Mess was not nerfed. It was, if anything, it's a spell that got nerfed.
It's-
Mess
yeah.
was strong. Yeah.
Mez's
good.
normal damage is supposed to be, I think his normal damage is 3d8.
3d8, right. Which is actually, when you compare it to a Greatsword, Lewis, a Greatsword is only 2d6 plus 5. Level 20.
Right, it's still really fucking good.
So it's still pretty freaking
Oh
It's
yeah,
not,
it's still
all right, first of all, the motherfucker could move in full attack.
full attack. Right.
decent.
Exactly.
No
Even,
one is catching his damage. I don't give a fuck what
Right.
you say.
right.
He
Nobody.
can dimension door to get to you. So as far as his movement, that's not
I
a
don't
problem.
think I don't think the game is designed for you to be doing full attack every round. So that's why people are moving around and so
Full
forth.
attack after a fucking teleport. Fuck
Oh,
that.
this guy can full attack every round.
Full attack after a teleport, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, nobody catching his damage. He could consistently put that damage out.
Yeah, that DLC.
Dino has to get a crit in order to consistently keep
Yeah.
up with Metsuwar's damage. I mean, he out damages him in bursts, but if we're talking about over time, like how much times you could do it over and over again.
Over and over, yeah. And this
Yeah.
and this
Yeah,
it's
Zyno's
not
definitely
limited.
a glass cannon.
Right.
Who? Damn, man, that's a lot of damage, man. 200.
That's a sick amount of damage, bro.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's some dope shit. My nigga, you should be very proud of that.
Even a level 15 fighter will get one shot with that shit.
What I'm saying is, you should be going and try to make your second child after seeing these numbers. Right?
That's crazy. That's
Your wife would be like, "What's gotten into you?" Like 213 damage output
That's nuts.
is what's gotten into me.
That's nuts.
We having another kid tonight.
And look, and Watson, he rolled 3 1s too, and he still got over 200.
3-1. Wow.
Look, and look, a 2,
This
3
nigga
3s.
claims 2
I could imagine
and rolled 3
2,
1s.
2 3s.
I could
and
imagine
3
the conversation with that. What made you think of? What made you want a second kid? What made you guys decide on a second kid? You should have seen the damage I did in Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D wouldn't be the first reason that came up in terms of my kid. Rosalie is literally made out of a D&D character.
Yo, he has a 10% chance of getting an automatic crit right now, and he does like a few attacks already. So just one shot.
Well, fucking Antonio be like, well, you
One crit
see,
is almost like you're getting 4.
He's sitting down with his kid.
Hey,
Like,
with
night
a
you work is
modifier, right? Crit is a ×4 modifier. For
like,
fire,
so this
right?
is game
That's
Dungeons and Dragons, and you should have seen my gunslinger. I had a slinger gun of my own after that. Like the damage that I did, you need to understand the damage that I was doing with this guy.
You be like, kid, let me tell you something. The night you were conceived, all I got to say is 213. Go ask your mom about 213.
That is insane.
Is
man.
it 213? Oh shit!
This guy signed as an OG.
He could potentially do more. Imagine he had a couple of crits in there.
I know. Imagine he had one more crit.
Yo, out of 6 rolls, this guy rolled what's he roll like
He
319?
rolled
funny
3
because-
ones. I got 213, my guy. Like,
3 1s, a 2 and 2 3s.
Because like when I made Zyno, Matt was like, Samuel like, oh, his damage is terrible. You should change it. No, motherfucker, shut up. Now look at me. Now look at me.
Yeah, you were like, what do they call it? Like a late bloomer? But dude,
Yeah.
you caught like, you went like gradually, and then like in the last 3 levels, like, last 4 levels, like, you went like, holy shit. This guy went from doing max 50, 60 damage to like 100, 150, 200.
All right. So
What the hell?
So those two enemies have been taken care of. You don't see any other enemies or sense any other enemies on this particular floor of the tower.
Try and conquer.
You continue to hear the wails and screams of although the occupants are as if it was even possible. They scream and wail even louder. You don't see any enemies from below yet. You know that they're probably trying. The ones that are outside the tower are trying their best to try and break down the arcane locked doors that Claudia's created. It'll probably be a matter of time before they do, but they haven't done so yet. Leaving your characters with making the choice of either inspecting these cells, although your characters are fully aware what's in there, or what possibly could be in there. You can hear it. Or, continuing making your way up the tower. Which you're on the second level. As your characters look up, and you can see several, floors leading all the way to the top. I think the tower is about 200 feet tall.
How many floors can we see from the middle? How many floors does tower have?
With Claudius and Cynthia and the drama looking up, it looks like they need to go up another. They are number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About eight more floors from where they're at. They need to go up to reach the very top.
Oh, wow, this shit is pretty tall, and we're only on the second floor. Head on up then. Are we actually gonna explore these prisons? Probably not, right? Are we gonna explore these prisons? Or not really? Just go up.
Also, you do know. Also, Hexavod.
I'm surprised that a place built as a prison is there's actually a tower. Usually, towers are things of edification. So the higher you get, the more edified you are, the closer you are to something more than what you are, being grand. Prisons are usually like below or low to the ground. So it surprises me that someone like Adi Marcus would be at the top of the tower. It doesn't feel like that's a prison. If anything, it feels like it would be a palace if you're at the top of something.
Oh, like that.
But we came from the bottom, so we know there's nothing down there.
He's at the penthouse suite up there.
Motherfucker living like Kingpin.
That's what she's legitimately saying. Like, it's supposed to be a prison and it's a tower. He's just at the top with the greatest heights, looking, having a great view.
It's a tower of everybody in solitary confinement. So they don't need to eat. They can't. They don't sleep. They don't drink. Yeah. At least the any outsiders that are captured here.
It is in fucking Carceri. It's not like it's a
right. Yeah, I mean, your characters don't have a roster of everything, but judging from the fact that a Baelor and a Ravana came out of 2 cells, you can imagine.
Right. I'm not trying to open up no cell doors. That was my first time in life seeing a Baelor. I've only read about them, so to see one in person.
Right, and you got to imagine it's a Baelor.
I don't want to fight.
It's a Baelor. Hold on. You got to imagine the scope of this. First, it's your character's first time in the plains. 2, you've encountered a Baelor, but it wasn't the Baelors that you have read about that are leading armies of Tenari as they battle in their everlasting blood war.
That's what I read about. So I'm like,
that's my character's thing. Somebody generals of hell. I'm trapping this dude.
Somebody got a Baelor and they put it in here as a prisoner.
That tells you how powerful they are.
Right.
As a prisoner.
Well, I mean, I assume that anyway, because Adi Marcus is way stronger, or to me would be above a Baelor.
Oh, that's true. Adi Marcus
and Adi Marcus we're here to fight his ass. So
yeah, but no, what I'm saying is the scope of it is that it could have just been Adi Marcus and then a bunch of mid-level fucking fiends.
Right. No, everything in here is OP.
No, apparently that's why now your characters are fully aware of why Skullrot has its reputation here in Carceri. Is because it's unlike many of the other probably places in this infinite planar prison. This particular place not only houses a demon prince, but
This
also
house is like
a bunch of other
everything
you know.
powerful as fuck.
Unique.
So we're not trying to have none of these doors open up.
Yeah, we're not trying to find none of these.
They don't want these doors
My
opening
thing is
up,
like,
which
yo,
means your character's still above. There's still Hexavog and a handful of Demodons that have flown, that are up higher, wherever they're at. You can't you can't really see them with your sight, and you can't really sense them with anything else because of you know, line. You don't really have line of effect to them. You got him, and then you've got that hag that keeps jumping around, opening doors. Now, you didn't see her. Your character didn't see her go down. She actually went further up. As you know, after she had freed the Ravana, she had gone up, probably to go to Hexavog to see what else it wanted her to do. But your character's got about another 8 floors to go.
So Cynthia remarks telepathically, because clearly we can't hear each other if we were to speak out loud, because all of them are yelling and screaming anyway.
Yeah, with telepathically we communicate with each other.
So Cynthia goes, there's something that's bothering me. I mean, maybe it's because I think in terms that are sane and we're surrounded by insanity. But if this is a prison, then clearly, and there's clearly a being that has access to locking these creatures up, locking doors, and opening the doors. So there's a, and we see that there's a rank and file, right? So there are lesser Demodons and higher Demodons, so they understand structure. What I don't understand is, how is it possible that these beings are being affected by Adimarcus? His influence has spread throughout the prison. Who's running the prison? Who's the warden? Like, what's keeping this place standing? Why isn't all the doors open and all the demons running amok? Like, I don't understand. It seems everything seems so completely arbitrary. If
I were to take a guess, the warden of this place might be a minion of Lord Gratz. I mean, it wasn't a Lord Gratz that was instrumental in imprisoning this demon prince.
But why? It's hard to imagine that Gratz's influence. I mean, it is Gratz we're speaking of, a being whose evil transcends throughout the history of Faerun itself that we know of, and this is a being that lies outside of our dimension and our plane. So that means he probably has deeds that extend into other planes of reality.
From the little that I have studied from him, it looks like he does have the influence and power to even have influence in other planes besides our home world and the abyss, but here as well.
To this degree, Claudius?
My guess would
an entire prison facility ran by beings who clearly are insane. I think it's Gratz's influence.
At first, we got to keep in mind, Artemarcus has been here for millennia. Is that correct, Louis? Millennia, right? Several hundreds of years already, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Artemarcus has been a prisoner here for millennia. I'm sure at first, all the denizens here were not insane. It must have taken like centuries gradually for it. And who knows? Maybe Lord Gratz hasn't even kept tab on this person. Forgot about him thousands of years ago. But again, my guess is as good as yours. I will not.
My guess is that since Gratz is a creature of chaos in the end, that he most likely stuffed Adimarcus here but forgot about him.
Yeah.
So what's happening here, I believe, is that Adimarcus's influence and power somehow has grown to such a state that it's broken through the natural magical seals of this place and is influencing everyone here. Because
if it's
that we just defeated Ravana, that hideous celestial devouring entity, that thing was babbling the same way that everyone else who's affected by the smoke and eye babbles.
Without a doubt.
If that creature can be affected by Adimarcus's influence, and the Baylor can be affected by Adimarcus's influence, and they're not sharing a cell with him, that means the entire facility that we're currently in is under his influence. But yet he's not walking free.
I have no doubt in my mind that is the case. Because if he has cross-dimensional influence over even civilians in Cauldron, look, people were hitting themselves. We had to put on suicide watch. So if his influence is cross-dimensional, obviously his vassals, the cage rights, they've been corrupted from the get-go. Here, where he's at, the headquarters, his influence is absolute. Now, the question being, how he hasn't broken through.
Right. At least free as far as his facility goes.
I call applying my knowledge based on conjuration magic and calling creatures. If you make the perfect ward, it's nigh impossible for a demon to be able to escape. And we're talking about demonic magic, arch prince, Gratz, whose power and mastery of sorcery and wizardry is probably beyond mortal ken, which I don't even want to speculate on. I just do not know what power that creature, demonic forces have. So if a mere mortal who actually summoned and bend to their will, the mortal caster will, a demon, powerful ken, and actually I hate to, not that I hate to admit, I actually have experimented with this in my demi-plane. I have summoned powerful creatures and I've been able to hold them under control and then summon them back. So if I could do that, I'm just a mere mortal. Someone like Lord Gratz, easily, we'll see. We'll find out soon enough what wards, and once we're there, I'll see what wards is in place that has kept them.
I just want to make sure that none of us are under the impression that we're going to go into a room, and in that room is going to be Adi Marcus stationary and shackled.
No, I don't believe. I would not.
Nidrama speaks in and says, "What you say, Claudius, is correct. However, somebody on the outside can break in, and that was the whole goal of the cage rights. Let's not forget, we don't know where they're at. Half of them are still around.
That is true. Someone from an inside,
and their goal is to try and free Adi Marcus. I think we need to be on extra guard because something's. Now she also goes, this place wouldn't be friendly to obviously the cage rights either. They don't want to, they would stop them as much as they're stopping us.
Of course.
So the question is,
the cage rights have had hundreds of years to plan this.
The question is, have the cage rights came here already and were defeated?
Right.
They probably got defeated.
Or
no, I doubt that.
Or maybe they weren't.
They spent hundreds of years thinking of how.
Maybe they never found its actual place. Maybe they've been trying to look for it.
Let's hope so.
They've had hundreds of years, and they've had the resources of what we know to be a man that was capable of magic on par with you and I.
Actually, higher than Claudius. I think they have an epic level spell.
Well, let's also remember.
She's saying you and I. She doesn't know.
Let's also remember that a lot of the cage rights of recent members, D-Reed's the only real leader. A Demodon Shator.
And partly they're not.
D-Reed was there from the beginning.
You know what? They don't trust each other. Remember, they work independent. It's possible, Cynthia, that the information each cage right has is compartmentalized. Each of them only knows what they need to know. Diedrich is probably the only one that probably has the full knowledge of maybe where Adi Marcus is at, and maybe he doesn't trust.
I can see that,
and perhaps he doesn't even trust the other cage rights with that information. So that's a possibility.
I can see that, considering how completely unstructured they were whenever we fought them, and how willing they were to abandon each other, except for those two lovers.
Right.
Other than that, you're right. They don't. They probably wouldn't share information. As a result, that would make getting into this place very difficult because you need communication.
Right, and they don't work together. They don't even fight together. Have they had a united front against us, given that their numbers are increasingly higher than us, when you include their apprentices and their vast resources, we probably wouldn't even be here today. we were able to get them one or two at a time.
That's true. We did take apart their organization a piece at a time.
And they
Starting
still,
with the
they still
apprentice.
didn't get the hint to organize and group up and just take us out. That tells you right there they don't really have someone that could force them all to work together. That chaotic element, I guess.
And it shows here. All right, so I guess we'll get moving. The city puts a holy symbol
on one note, from like summoning creatures and calling creatures. Cynthia, you're familiar with obviously protection, magic circle against evil and good.
Yes, it's on right now.
Right. If we were to put a ward around, correct? From the inside, it's impossible to break that. But from the outside, as Nidrama mentioned, if someone just from the outside moves that little sand there, that's it. It breaks the ward. Whoever's strapped in there, So once we get up there, it won't be probably something.
Oh,
simple.
it's not as simple as one of those kinds of wards. It's going to be something extremely powerful.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be something
that Gratz himself is put together, and the cage rights are trying to break it apart.
Right. From the inside, it's probably not impossible for other markets, but from the outside, there's a way.
And judging from what damage they've done so far, Marcus I would say he's at least halfway out already. You got the conjunction that was happening because of when they tried to open a direct portal to Carceri, and then they took the souls of our loved ones, who we all know descended from Tartarian creatures in the past, and thus they bear the mark that is needed to gather together and to fuel their souls as part of the magic needed to release them.
And the tree shack was an artifact for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we destroyed the tree, but the damage was already done.
Right.
We're here to do one of two things. Hopefully we can do it the easier one, which is maybe somehow
to save the souls of our loved ones.
To get back the souls of our loved ones and to re-strengthen the wards somehow. Which shoot, hold on, what was her Embryla? She was the cleric of Shar that was the lead when it came to like performing the ritual. Amberlani, that was her name. She didn't get to complete the ritual to fully free Eddie Marcus. However, she still has access to. She still has the souls of our loved ones.
That's the cleric that escaped last time.
Yeah. She still has access to their souls, and they could be. We don't know exactly what they're doing with them.
Vanadum speaks up and he goes, in the end, this is not enough for me. It's not enough to simply reinstate the steel. What I want to know is how this occurred in the first place. And then go to the source of how it occurred and completely erase that. Because at one point in time, there was a seal at 100%. And that seal failed. We still don't understand truly why.
Well, we're going to find out. And if it's possible to just annihilate Audi Marcus entirely.
Wait a second.
That's also what I came to do.
It just occurred to me.
Because I feel that's the only true way to make sure that Cauldron is forever protected.
It just occurred to me that we might have some common ground with the actual warden of this place and the guards. Obviously, they don't want Arthur Marcus to escape. In a way, neither do we. maybe we demonstrated our strength. They demonstrated their strength. Maybe we could try and pursue a dialogue. And maybe we could offer to strengthen the ward. Obviously, we'll do our inspection. And if it sees that we have to take other matters to our own hands, then we'll do so. They don't need to know that. But
Valadium says, I think that
because look at it this way. Let's say we end up wiping out this place. Now this place is vulnerable. If we don't succeed in warding that place where Artemarcus is at, if he manages to escape, now none of these wardens here are going to be able to stop him because they're gone, because we took them out.
So Valadium says, well, Claudius, normally I would say diplomacy is always the first step. However, in order for diplomacy to be effective, one must be talking to someone with reason. And this entire facility has been corrupted. My understanding is that if the wardens possess the power to truly keep Marcus in his cage, then we wouldn't be here in the first place, which means the wardens themselves are probably also compromised. Even if they were to convince someone that they weren't. Considering they do not have control of their own facility, that alone says to me that they are inept and incapable of helping us. And I do not trust that they are not influenced somehow by Marcus and compromised. And that's why they were able to fail in their duties in the first place. So, negotiation would be great, but only with sane beings. If they are, the wardens are probably falling to Marcus and most likely babbling in a corner or looking for a way to free him as well. Our options and our directives are pretty clear.
You think so? Wouldn't that go against their prime directive to prevent anyone from escaping here? I don't think there's.
That's exactly what I'm saying to you is the failure you see around you is them without control. And the only people who don't have control are people who are insane.
That person that we were first fighting, who was out of character? What's the name of that stupid bar-looking creature? The one that was singing. I know he's not.
Oh, Hexavog, the 6-armed. I think.
Yeah, Hexavar. Yeah, I'm sure he's crazy as nut, but he's. It looks like he can communicate. He's intelligent. I mean, I don't think it would hurt to see. I mean, if we have to take him out, we'll take him out. But if we could avoid unnecessary fights, I think it'll work to our advantage. And we demonstrated our strength. We'll use obviously there. I wouldn't say much diplomacy. I would say more intimidation tactics, because I guess we will have to continue to demonstrate that we're gonna what's that word? Crush him, and hopefully we get into a point for him to order his people to not further attack us, and we can get him cornered.
We've negotiated with an extremely powerful being of questionable morale already, and it worked out for us. It was beneficial. In this particular case, though, again, I go back to the trust of reason. She had reason, and it was for our benefit. In this case, these people can't be trusted because they are sharing the same facility.
Oh, we don't trust them at all. Not for a heartbeat.
Well, not their moral compass. I'm saying we can't trust their ability to reason. If the prisoners that are inside these cells are affected by Marcus, they too also can be affected by Marcus, even as we are talking to them, and they can't be trusted.
We have an entire tower full of dangerous denizens, like that one over there. He points at the Baylord. Mm-hmm. That person that Havakar has walking around wants to stop them from just opening every gate. We don't have the resources to be able to fight the entire prison here.
This is true, but I ask you, Claudius,
find a way, at least temporarily, a ceasefire or truce. At least until we do what we need to do, and then after that we're out of here.
I'm telling you, Claudius, that such a thing is not possible for us at this moment. Only because I must ask you this: what warden would willingly set prisoners free to stop other prisoners?
We're not setting them free. We want to make sure.
No, I'm not saying us. I'm saying that's what the Hexavar did. He freed he freed this Baylor and this creature in order to stop intruders.
Because they believe that we're gonna release someone, most likely Artemarcus.
Right.
They don't
So
know who we are.
are we to negotiate? Are we to negotiate with wardens that won't even obey their own rules? They're freeing prisoners, which means they could very well free Adimarcus. We have to get to Adimarcus first. The time for talk is long gone, unfortunately, once we've already intruded upon their place. We've already engaged with them in combat.
True. Well,
maybe this could have been a route before we kick down their door and kill some of their people below us, but we have. And we must continue that route, unfortunately. I don't possess the ability to talk them down at this moment. Do you?
No.
So I suppose it's only forward we could walk.
All right, so
forward is through the doors of Adimarcus and over his corpse if need be.
So I guess we'll have to persuade them to see our way by dominating them and destroying them.
Unfortunately, I don't think they possess the reason to hear anything but force. If they show us otherwise, I'd be more than happy to oblige. But I assure you I don't expect it. And considering that these people are responsible for the death of my son, I welcome the fact that it's not going to come.
I don't think they're particularly responsible for that. That would be the cage rights, especially their cleric.
Anyone that babbles the nonsense of Adimarcus is now a part of the situation that needs to be rectified.
But you're right. We're definitely not around saints. Anyone we take
not
out,
at all.
I
won't fear anyone that's trapped here, I assure you.
Yeah. And anyone here, they're here because they probably deserve to be here. So, and hopefully we don't end up being stuck here ourselves.
Let's go forward.
All right, so we're gonna, I guess. All right, so I guess Claudia's not up. I guess
Characters have like a 10-minute conversation.
You have to,
Well, this is telepathically. What's the speed of thought? Everybody here
You said the speed of thought. This motherfucker.
Speed of thought, man. It's faster than the speed of light.
Yeah. We're thinking all those things.
Yo, you know, it's so difficult in real life to picture how people like telepathically we communicate with each other because we don't have no way of like comparing.
Yeah, we do. When you talk to yourself.
When you talk to when you're thinking to yourself, I guess that's the only thing, and then you like make believe another voice is there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because really, when you make the voice in your head to sound the words, you've already like thought of it.
They'll probably have chips in the future where we can telepathically.
So it's like the speed of thought is extremely quick. It's the speed of an impulse. So
your characters
tell your finger to move is the speed of thought.
Your characters start making their way. I guess are the flyers staying flying? Or are they gonna?
No, I think we should stay in rank up the stairs. Unless we're all flying. Is everybody flying? I don't think everybody's flying though. We should walk the stairs. Belenum leading the way, followed by Meswar and what's her name? Nidrama the rear. She's the rear tank.
You know the marching order.
Yeah, make sure Nidrama's in the rear. Because what if somebody comes from below? Try to freaking.
Are the tigers leading?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Tiger Scouting because those are eyes.
I forgot. Meat shields. Send them up first. And one of them has the chain of eyes, so I can see with them.
That's the right eyes right
freaking now. Like a poison trap up there. Let them get freaking into. That's their purpose. How's everybody looking HP wise? We're good, right? Everybody's healthy?
Looking pretty good.
Yeah. All right, good.
If Nidrama could throw out another aid right quick, I mean, she got it for the free anyway.
Oh, yeah, Nidrama, throw that aid.
Throw that aid out, shawty.
Yeah.
Throw that
aid.
Throw that aid in the circle.
All right, hold on. The tigers are 7 rounds worth of. Hold on. I gotta mark these haste rounds too.
Don't forget to like put Meswar's like HP up because that's 20 HP.
I'm about to give Nidrama a nickname. I call it Nini. Come on, Nini.
It's got Meswar's Logan. It's like regenerating. Like
throw that aid out, Grandma.
You know what's funny? Like Meswar in 1 minute, 10 rounds, right? All he has to do is hide somewhere, and that's 100 HP he heals.
Yeah, that's true.
All you have to do is drink a potion of invincibility, go high for 10 rounds, 100 HP. Right? I'm gonna tell Meswar that he should get like 2-3 potions of invincibility. He never knows if he gets KO'd on his own. Oh shit, invincibility, stealth. All right, 15 rounds later, healed up 150 HP.
The drama bring drama. What was that?
Oh damn, man, is that for 8? Louis rolled an 8 plus 10
Ooh.
max HP. Drama.
Yeah, I think it's the max.
Nice.
Yeah, when they get plus 10.
That's for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn. Thank you, Auntie Drama. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Aunt Nini.
Auntie Nini.
You know what's so hilarious? She could be
an
our,
auntie now.
she could be our like great auntie. She's been around for
Oh my god.
All right.
She's a pedophile. When she was with freaking Spellmason, you know, back like 500 years ago, she was already like 2,000 years old, and Spellmason was like 20. She's a pedophile.
He's
a pedophile. Yo, Chris Hansen, where you at, my guy?
She's immortal, man. Think about it. Isn't that creepy? If you're like a 3,000-year-old angel and you hook up with a 16-year-old
I'm gonna
person,
need
you know?
That is hella creepy.
Oh shit. That's some wild shit.
I'm gonna need you to.
Because you would figure you would want somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
With the same mental
we romanticize angels, but they
at
do
least
some
1,000 years old or something.
Right, like an elf, right? Like an elf. Like, all right, the
like
elf is
like an old elf. Yeah.
an old elf, 500 years old. Okay, it makes sense, you know. Even if it's like 3,000,
1,000-year-old elf,
you know.
Damn.
But a 16-year-old human, you know, an angel that's been around for 3,000 years, like, you're manipulating that 16-year-old. You know, you have 3,000 years worth of wisdom. You know,
that's fucked up.
That's we romanticize.
Well, that means, but that by that same token, that means all the elves are pedophiles too. Because whenever they fucking have half humans,
we're humans, yeah.
half elves.
Unless the elf is like very young, unless the elf is like, let's say like 60, and they hook up with like a 30-year-old human or something like that, then. Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah.
How the fuck did we get here? Anyway.
That's what I want to know.
Like,
Like, what's happening right now?
Those are pedophiles then. Every last one of them that fuck around outside their race.
Every elf.
There's no way. The youngest elf is still old as fuck compared to like other races, unless we're talking about dwarves.
All right. So your characters.
Gross.
That's the curse of knowing too much. You be thinking about shit like this, you know.
Your characters start making their way up. You get up to the 3rd floor. You don't there's nothing you don't encounter any resistance on your 3rd floor. You get up to the 4th floor, about 80 feet up from the very bottom of this tower. You get up to that. Obviously, with Claudius chain and vise, letting the tigers go up first.
Whatever he sees, if he sees something out of the ordinary, he'll relate at the speed of thought to the rest of the party. So whatever Lewis is saying, everybody knows. Okay. Just throwing that out there. Speed of thought. That's the word. That's the phrase for the day.
So I think what you notice at this point is this floor, number 5. Okay, so this floor is the last floor where, you know, looking up in the looking up to the tower through that center, you know, that center hollow square area. It no longer has any. There's no longer a balcony. There's no longer walkways. Now, from that point
all the way to the top, it's solid wall.
Louis, before I go up there, I don't know if Claudius did this or not. I might have him cast shield on himself and what's that shit called? Mage armor. Does he have those buffs on? I know it's basic. He never gets attacked, but you never know. It might make a difference one day.
Oh, what's he doing? He's doing what?
Mage armor. Does he have mage armor on? I never casted that spell.
I don't think he has it on. No, he.
I'm gonna use a scroll mage armor. Doesn't hurt. Mage armor and shield, a scroll or whatever. I'm so used to like Verlaine and the Messwar always getting hit, so like Claudia's never even be casting like no buff spells. And then teleport takes care of everything, but now we can't teleport.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like,
Yeah.
I know his AC. His AC is still probably booty, anyways.
What are you doing? Oh, you doing a scroll of the improved mage armor?
Oh yeah, I have a scroll. Yeah, even better. Improved mage armor. If he has a scroll, yeah,
Okay.
still use that. I gotta start using these scrolls out before this campaign. Oh, his AC is probably still booty. It's usually below 20. So.
Let's cast a level 13 for that. So yeah, you got
So
plus 8 armor bonus, force armor bonus.
Oh wait, I forgot. Never mind, Louis. I got that stupid bracers plus 7.
Oh yeah, you don't need. That's right. That's right. You don't need that. Hello? No fucking way. Yoo-hoo! Why did I disconnect?
Yeah.
So it's like, let me try and get like
Yeah,
AC.
kind of make
Oh
it
yeah,
and
you
shit.
don't need. Yeah, that's right. You don't need to.
I forgot I got braces.
you got
I'm
the braces.
paranoid, Louis. You can't teleport.
So just a shield.
You target down.
So just,
Like he almost lost all his temporary HP last time. It's
so
like,
then
you know,
just
like,
a shield spell, right?
He's
Just
feeling
shield
the pressure
Shield.
of not being able to move the way he likes. He's feeling
I know, man. This guy's freaking paranoid. Freaking paranoid. It's almost like, you know, like when you're an avatar, like of a god. Normally he's always like an avatar form, but now it's like his actual physical. You know, you actually get
like, yo, I can actually lose divine levels fucking around.
It's like the time of trouble when the freaking deities got sent down.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy got sent down to freaking Carceria. Oh, nope, that's your freaking true form. You die in your form, you're dead.
That's funny.
All right, now. So yeah, like I was saying, it's all solid wall from that point forward, right? So there's no more floors with balconies, with railings, I should say, not balconies. There's no more railings from the 5th floor up. It's just a solid wall.
Do we have a map or no? Visual map or no?
Same map, because the floors, you know, they looked identical. They all have the same.
So after the 4th
they look
floor,
identical. Yeah, after the 4th floor, the next floor up that you're gonna, it does keep going up.
Oh.
It's just how do I explain this? So like you see the railings here, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So when you look up, you don't see any more railings. What you see is like it's just solid. Like there's still, yeah, you see walls. I mean, there's still an opening in that center that goes all the way to the top, but like it's
just behind the walls. So you can't
it's
see.
all walls up there.
So basically, when we go up higher, we won't be able to see across anymore. That we're gonna
you won't be able to see like into the pit or whatever.
Unless we're gonna be able to pass through the wall, we're gonna have to take whatever route that we're going, and we're gonna have to stay there.
So these things here are walls. We cannot see down no more. You're saying these things here are walls.
These railings,
up above us, they turn into walls instead of being like a rail that you could hop over.
I'll show you. I mean, your characters aren't on that.
Just imagine the same thing. It's just closed off.
I know what you mean.
You can't go over the railing.
It's almost like once we above the 4th floor, we cannot see the middle thing no more.
Right, because it's all walls.
I'll show you.
Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. That's exactly what I was picturing. Yeah. So this wall.
So here, say you come up the stairs. You're here. You know, all you're gonna see is
the cells.
These are all cells. Yeah.
Got it.
You're not gonna, it's still hollow in this because it goes all the way to the top. It stays hollow,
but
Well,
you
we
won't be
cannot
able
see the
to.
hollow.
Because if they
Yeah.
had rails there, then obviously the prisoners would just hop over.
Got it. So it's not like we
So
could,
it's a wall.
so it's
Right.
not like we could fly above this prison cell into the middle, right? Because it's a wall that goes straight to the ceiling now, right?
Well, you could from the railing, but you won't be able to get in because it's all walled off. You just be flying around in the empty middle.
That's confusing. Why do they have this freaking hole that goes all the way up then?
Because if they would have
Waste of
put
space.
concrete in it, then they would have to support it from the bottom, and the shit would just fall through. If you think about it,
Nidrama goes also. It looks like it could be an easy path up by just flying straight through, but we don't know if there's any sorts of traps in there.
Exactly. What if they do a simple dispel magic and we all fucking fall? Like,
I mean, I think if you fly straight up, you would get to a point where maybe you gotta hope there's like a opening to get to the roof or something. Because I would imagine these walls go all the way to the top, and unless the top is just open for people to just fly in and out of.
I feel better we going up the stairs.
Yeah, basically we gotta go up the steps. Like
if we fly up from the middle, we're exposed.
It's super crazy
they
to do.
Throw a whole bunch of AOE at us.
It's tactically the most unsound thing to do.
Yeah, that'd be reckless. That's something Monkey D. Luffy would do. Go through the middle, fly up. Very reckless.
If we take the steps, yeah, we'll be together.
And then we can send our scouts to Tigers first. We'll
be together. So I mean,
there's any traps
to that is we're affected by the fact that we're all together and could get hit by one thing.
Right.
But collectively, like all of our strengths, we could pull from together. So I mean,
right. And not only that, like the fourth floor, it looks very small, so we could like control who attacks us. It's only like one.
Right. Do it a few at a time.
And we're outnumbered. So if we can control how much will attack us at one time, it works to our advantage.
Right.
You know, because always that's what we want to do. We want to be able to fight just one or two creatures at a time, not like 20 people at once. Then it's that could be mayhem.
So Valena asked Flores if he still has magic that can alter the terrain.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And it's still possible to do inside of
Claudius goes to Valena. Let me make sure if it works on walls, because Claudius has what's that thing that turns wall to?
Don't forget the walls, floors, and ceilings are made entirely of fiendish skulls.
What?
Yeah, because that's how Cynthia was able to use gaseous form to go through the wall because it was porous.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
They're cemented together with hardened resin, and they're magically treated as on top of it. And they're porous.
It was a neat little trick. It's too bad I can only do that gaseous form once. That shit came from an item.
As for the skull walls themselves, Claudius is with his engineering knowledge.
Yeah,
he's able to tell that these skull walls are about a foot thick. They got a hardness of 16, and it's about 180 hit points per 10 foot by 10 foot section. If somebody were to try and brute force break through the wall, it'd be DC 55 strength check. So only like a colossal sized creature has a chance of like flying into the wall and maybe even gargantuan, who knows, of actually like breaking through it. Climbing them, like if you ever had to climb these walls, it's DC 15. Because they are not made of stone, the walls are impervious to spells such as Stone Shape and Transmute Rock to Mud. Alright, so now your characters, you went up a floor, so you're on the third. As you were getting up to the fourth, which would be and that fourth floor would be the last floor before you would be going up into floors where the walls are going to be, the entrance. You're going to be having walls on both sides of you. You won't be able to like look over a railing into the center. Your characters. Oh no, Claudia sends up the dire tigers. She's got the chain of eyes on. The tigers go up, And as they go up, they're... I mean, well, your characters can kind of tell that there's a lot of... On the 3rd floor, your characters can tell like the chaos has already begun.
On which floor the chaos begun? 3rd floor or 4th?
You're on the 3rd floor, but you can tell the chaos is beginning on the 4th.
Uh-oh.
That hag, probably under the directions of Hexagon,
Yeah, take that hag out.
has gone and released several more prisoners on that floor. 2 of them actually tumbled down right in front of you.
Oh, shit.
You see a Cornugon devil.
Oh, what?
A Cornugon devil, also known as a spiked devil, falling as it's grappling with a babbling what appears to be a hound archon. Now I'm telling this to the ones with knowledge planes.
Not Archon. It's another upper plane creature.
Yes, they
It's
are.
babbling, which means it's affected by the markers.
Which means it's not just evil outsiders that are imprisoned here. There are some good outsiders in prison.
Probably they got in prison, man. They got in prison.
Which I know tickles the
Cynthia.
and tickles the celestial mystic the wrong way. Like, oh, wait a second. And I know she's feeling like she wants to free every single celestial in here.
It's like Oxidipus all over again.
I think you can dispel madness from that hound. And then
But yeah, no, you can see 2 of them. They're fighting. And they tumble down, and they hit the floor, and they're fighting. You could, and then you see flying from one end, from across the pit to like the other side of the tower. You know, this is on the floor above you guys. What appears to be a pit fiend. She's apparently let several things out up there to cause a lot of chaos.
Isn't a pit fiend like the counter of a Baylor? Like the opposite of a Baylor?
Oh yeah, it's
shit. That's
it's
powerful shit.
One of the most powerful of the devils.
Holy crap!
Who lead their devilish armies, just like the Baylors lead the demon ones. Basically generals of hell.
The are stronger than I feel stronger than Baylors.
Than Baylor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The pit. They're about the same. I don't know.
But they're more orderly, though.
Because at the end of the day, there's a limited amount of Baylors.
Yeah, they're low for evil.
There's an unlimited amount of pit fiends.
Right.
You mean there's limited pit fiends?
The opposite. There's limited pit fiends. Unlimited Baylors.
Thing is that those Baylors will never really work.
Oh, yeah, that's
together.
what I meant.
Those Baylors will not work together. But a group of pit fiends will.
They do work. Right. That's what makes them dangerous. Low for evil.
That's what makes them more dangerous.
They're low for evil, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. Devils represent the lore and the evil of the multiverse.
You're probably right, though. Baylors are probably stronger, but just as the fact that they don't work together, that's what makes them, like, you know. Right. But pit fiends, though, they'll gang up. 2 or 3 of them, even though they have their competing interests. You know what? We have common interess. Let's just get
together. The demons,
and then we're enemies again.
The demons of the abyss are they're pure primal evil and chaos. So they've got the numbers and the strength. What they lack is the cooperation, the coordination, the strategy. They lack all of that.
Pit fiend generals.
They're just raw destruction. Devils, the opposite.
Pit fiend general, GG, son.
So it appears that as soon as you get up to that floor, well, when the tigers got up to that floor, Claudius can see several creatures. Claudius can see several creatures through the eyes of the tiger that have been freed, and they go, and some of them fly towards or charge towards the tigers to try and take them out.
All right, so I relate to we have big problems. We have a pit fiend and other very dangerous denizens on the 4th floor. They're attacking the tigers right now.
Now you're able to identify they're not all like super like you see the one pit fiend, but they're you saw a Cornugon, you saw a Hound Archon. You also see.
Oh yeah,
You also
that's a
see.
Hound Archon. So yeah, I relate that to the party.
You see a couple of demo
Hound
don.
Archon.
You see a green. You see a couple of green slads. A sladdy. You see a succubus. You see an astral diva.
An Astral Diva.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh wow. Wow.
And
That's fucked up. They're like the celestial hunters.
and
They're
you see
so down over here.
an ultraloth. They're the
Okay.
They're the generals.
Ultra Law.
the neutral evil fiends. The generals of
That's
the
like the top.
Yugoloth army. You guys have seen a Baylor, an ultraloth, and a
Yo,
and a fucking.
I think I remember about the Ultra Law's
Pit
picture. The Ultra Law's picture looked like it looked like a fucking gray finger, like a gray finger with a human body.
You always crack jokes saying it was like it was like a giant fiend's middle finger come to life or some shit. Called it the middle finger. It would turn it would turn around and straighten its back.
Yeah.
It was just a big middle finger. Oh my god. Yeah, those motherfuckers.
Damn.
There's also a couple of rock demons, a couple of demodons. Yeah, it's quite chaotic up there.
Wow.
And they're all affected by madness. So some are standing, there's a couple are standing around babbling. A couple of them are, the rest are attacking each other. Some of them become lucid enough to like kind of gain their bearings and try to like. It looks like they're trying to figure, like the pit fiends. Looks like it's trying to figure out like what it should do next while it has cohesive thoughts.
Cynthia, do you have any spells in your any prayers in your repertoire that cures insanity? As I see several.
She is aware that she's aware that greater restoration, a miracle, or a wish will work to restore a creature's insane mind.
Lesser restoration will work?
Yes.
Greater. I thought it was greater.
Yeah, greater.
Oh, you said greater or lesser?
Greater.
Greater.
Greater restoration or a miracle or a wish.
So, all right, well, Claudius, the thing about it is, I do not possess enough magic to
I got lesser
single creature
restoration scrolls, but that doesn't work, right, Lou? I got lesser restoration.
It's gotta be the greater.
I don't have the necessary magic to cure every single creature here. We would have to
not cure, maybe just one of them.
Right, we would have to pick one.
Who's the strongest, the Astro Diva?
I knew it was going to be like, let's get the Astro Diva.
Right? Yeah, Astro Diva is usually strong.
The thing about it is,
Claudius, weapons though, right? Do they have weapons? The Pit Fiend and the Astro Diva, they don't have weapons, right?
No, all the prisoners here, they have any equipment they had is gone, and yeah, so it's just
they have like innate abilities.
Bare hands, claws, and teeth is pretty much.
Yeah, and they got innate abilities and special abilities. So
they got their magic because they're
we would also have to subdue the creature, and then on top of subduing the creature, I'd most likely have to get past its magic resistance.
True. Safer to just kill them all. Psych, I wouldn't say that to Cynthia.
No, I mean it's probably safer to simply avoid them because it seems like there's a chance that they're just mindless. They're insane.
Yeah, they're insane, man.
They can't escape the realm.
Yeah.
It's not like they're.
They're probably at least I don't know about the Yugoloth and the other ones. No.
Also, greater restoration is a 10-minute casted time.
Probably the Celestials are our victims. They got freaking bounty hunted and got caught. And
I want to save them. I feel the best way to save them is to solve the Ali Marcus problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not our priority right now. We have to focus on the Shackled souls.
This isn't the same situation as it was in our Sisyphus when we weren't,
Yeah, when we had
on
that
the doorstep of Ali Marcus himself.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's pretty. Yeah, we got to do what we got to do. Now, is there a way that we could avoid them? I don't think there is.
Vladimir says, I say that we stick together, we wait in, we treat it just like the madhouse that it is, which is that we wait in and we only take care of those situations that confront us. Stay together as a group and as a unit, and we'll take out whatever approaches us on our way up, because we gotta assume that any room Adi Marcus is in is most likely not amongst these guys. I don't imagine he'll be in some normal cell. And since we haven't seen it yet, that means it's still higher up above us.
Right.
All right. That characters are
You
a
could
little
show.
bit
You could show.
coast to
You could
coast to
show.
halfway up the tower. So,
All right. I guess you could show us the fourth floor. Since the tigers are already up there, so
well,
like
yeah,
we're
I have to.
we're ready to see what creatures are at.
Well, yeah, I'll have that ready for
For next session?
next
time.
session. Yeah.
Next time.
I bet.
I just realized. Yeah, I just realized what time it is. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up in like 4 hours.
Yeah, and we'll see, Matt. Maybe if let's say like if they were like in one area, and we could go the other way, then we could maybe just throw. Depends, obviously. Then we could throw some, ignore them, and just keep going up, obviously.
Right.
But if we
I mean, I can't imagine us getting past.
If they're in the way, then we have no choice. We have to like eliminate them, or at least disable them. Get them out.
I can't imagine us not getting into some conflict with at least something on that floor.
We're gonna have to, because it's very narrow. The whole.
We're gonna have, but at least we don't have to like. Let's try not to fight the entire floor by ourselves.
Like, no. Like,
let's just take on the people who come at us. Like, but we're not looking for these motherfuckers.
Yeah, for like
that's a distraction.
Yeah, like the powerful ones, like the Yugoloth and the freaking Pit Feed.
Yeah, if they ain't coming our way,
we're gonna force cage their ass or something.
Yeah. Right. All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do a trio. Yugoloth, Pit dude, that's like a boss battle right there.
That's too much numbers.
That's not the boss we're trying to fight.
There's too much numbers.
Fuck that shit. That's too much resources, man.
I'm good on all that shit.
All right, homies. Until next time. Next Thursday.
All
right.
Peace.
All right, GG. And one shot sign.
Yo, Antonio.
Yeah.
What's with your boy Blair's, man?
No. I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't.
You already know what I'm talking about.
I don't fucking know, my dude. You know what?
So is he like center right, like right, or is he like getting a little too close? Is he slowly edging far right? Because this. I guess it's the algorithm, because like he must comment on a lot of like movie and media stuff, because like my algorithm started showing me his comments. And I'm like, why? I'm like, oh, it's because we're like talking about this. I'm like, all right, the algorithms. I'm reading this man's comments. I'm like, hold up, this is. I'm like, is this? And I'm reading comment after comment. It got to the point where I had to start replying to a couple of them. I'm like, this man's got a little. I'm like, Antonio's friends with this guy? What the fuck?
I have learned not to divulge in him about shit like that, because it doesn't like. He's my friend. He's great, but he's not the brightest. So,
oh man,
he's one of those people that will make a point but can't back it up, and then gets to the point where he's just trolling